Expo LAN tournament. We have $1,000 on the line here with 8 teams, a few collegial teams, a few walk-ins, and actually one high sports esports program. I'm Grape, and I'm joined by Omarmxbee on the microphone, and Fireside Cast is glad to be providing coverage for this LAN down in South Oklahoma in Lawton. Over to you, Omar.
Thank you. This is Oath Esports. This is Briarcliff Esports. We have Briarcliff on attack here. Going down the ban list, we have BCU banned Haven, Oath banned Fracture, BCU banned Split, Oath banned Lotus, thank God, BCU banned Ascent, Oath banned Icebox, and we have Briar Esports Seed 4. This is a newer esports program. They have good showings of Valorant League from Iowa. And on Seed 5, we have Oath Esports, high school esports program, the only high school Valorant team right now. And that's pretty much it. We can go down the line of players if you want to, Grape.
Give me a sec. So I believe for this Oath, we have a that backflip though. that backflip though. We have Rumor Tumor. Their tag. We also have Panther and Nami. Actually, I don't know where the fifth player is. I think it's
Zufi.
Zufi?
Yeah, because BCU Hariri.
Yeah, BCU is tagged up. This is
he's kind of a traitor right now on the wrong side.
Yeah, Briarcliff is attacking, right?
Yeah, Briarcliff is on the attack right now. We're kind of waiting on them to join in.
We'll be playing Pearl for this first game.
Do you have any predictions, Grape? You know, Pearl is a map me and you don't play that often. What do you think?
I honestly I can't tell you much about this, but I am kind of rooting for Oath Esports here. Not to be biased, but just the fact that they are like a high school team that makes me want to root for them. I think they might be a little bit of an underdog in this game.
All right, I'm gonna be a hater, you know, so I'm gonna go for Briar Esports. You know, we have BCU Golden 7. We have BCU T Dumps, Seismic, Rizek, and Hariri. I don't know how to say his name, but you know, a goated lineup. They're tagged up, unlike your team. You already see the chemistry coming in.
God,
what do you have to say for yourself?
Look, man. All I'm saying is that if you're tagged up and you lose against a team that isn't tagged up, it's a bit of a bra moment. But
all right, we'll see. We'll see in a second here. I don't know when they're gonna start, but it looks like we do have all the players in the lobby.
We're some of them are in the range, getting a little warmed up right now.
Oh my god.
You know how it is. Especially on the LAN. They just got into their setup. Not very comfortable with it yet. You know, you have to get used to it.
No way they miss on 5 ping though. Come on.
Whoa. Yeesh.
I've seen you miss on that ping, but you know, it's okay. Not all of us can be me. What are we looking at right now? Pearl, interesting map. Never played this map before. Actually, that's a lie. I personally dislike this map, you know, especially as a Sentinel main myself, you know, Cypher one trick. There's a lot you can do, but not much you can do, you know, especially if you have a teammate like you playing for me. It's basically a 4v6.
Man, I was going to talk about how I like Phoenix on this map, but now you just can't. It's not validified. Or valid, I mean.
Well, we do see that we have a, I don't know, I can't really...
Yeah, we have, Oath Esports are ready to go, and looks like we're just waiting for BCU now to have one player in the range.
I'm really hoping not to see the Gecko. Because I've already experienced him, and I'm not having a good time when I play against the Gecko. Hopefully, I don't know, the meta change, or the meta right now, hopefully it hasn't changed much, you know. I would like to see my own character Cypher. Hopefully none of them play Phoenix, because I've seen what a Phoenix can do on this map.
And we are actually starting it right now. And we are into the agent select. We do have an instant skylock, and we do have 2 controllers from BCU. We have the Harbor and the Viper coming up. And it looks like we do have a Killjoy being locked in as well, and Jet for BCU. Pretty fast on their lock-ins.
It looks like BCU is more organized right now. They already know what they want to do, what they want to play. They have 2 controllers, 1 Sentinel, only 1 Initiator. Kind of interesting, and only 1 Duelist Jet. But we do have Oaf Esports finally getting their picks in with Fade and KO right now. Looks like they're hovering Killjoy. Oh no, not Phoenix.
Let's go! They got Phoenix. And they have the last agent to be picked is Astra, I believe. They're still hovering, just waiting. Maybe, communicating to the team a little bit. And yep, they finally locked it in, and we're just gonna go into the load screen right now.
Interesting. I kind of like to see this, not an identical copy of rosters. We get to see some diversity in plays here.
It's definitely what you like to see in like a game like Valorant. With all these agents, you love to see a team using like their own unique strategies instead of like a stale meta where everyone uses the same character.
Killjoy. The Killjoy looks like the prominent character here, as we do have double Killjoy. I kind of hate going against Killjoy. I don't know about you.
Yeah, definitely. I think Killjoy right now in this patch is probably the strongest Sentinel after Chamber got nerfed into the ground.
After Chamber nerf, I haven't been the same. I have to go back to Cypher, but we're starting almost immediately here. Looks like it's stacked more towards the B side here from BCU. Kind of interesting to see what they're doing. Maybe a rush here down on the B long. What do you think is gonna happen here, Grape?
Oaf Esports has like every one of their players has Ghost for this long angle, and only like one player on the side of actually no, BCU has no Ghost at all. It's Oaf Esports that do, but I don't know. I think this attack might be go well because they do have two controllers here to get them a lot of space. They are just gonna use that crashing wave right there and just get a lot of space. They can slowly walk up. Not really seeing any contact right now from any other players, but they do send the dog in. They spots the Phoenix out in the corner, and he's running for his life, getting to the backside. They do have 4 players here from Oaf side, ready for this attack, and BCU is kind of hesitant to try to walk in here. They are taking their time, trying to cut sound. A deagle shot does ring out. They're slowly checking their flanks, creeping out. They do see the Phoenix peek out once again. A Fade Haunt comes in. Their position is revealed. There's no way that they can sell this off as they left, but they do send a Sky Flash in, and they are opting just to leave here. They do, get out of the way of that KO knife, and they're running over to the A site. There's only Astra right now on A by herself. They do have a couple players walking up mid, and Oaf is not really having any players there to contest. They do have the Killjoy alarm bot there,
30 seconds left.
and Art is completely unmanned. But Harbor is going to come out from A main and just throw a smoke right there, a wall to draw attention. And it looks like it worked because there's actually 3 players on A right now. And it's just Phoenix on alone on B to stop the push. Goes out the Molly. They know he's back here and they have the Viper Molly on him. He's so weak. The flash comes out. And that's the first pick. The Viper goes down. And Ruber and Nami also go down. The kills are going in favor of BCU. And it's just 1 player left from Oaf Esports. They are just the Astra in heaven, or tower. I mean,
So running for her life right now. Only 1 man versus 5. Maybe in a fairy tale he gets these, but he's opting to just looking for any exits that he can. Where's his team? He does peek out and die. Maybe in a different lifetime he gets this. But interesting round. BCU taking their time, not being as like in a hurry to get anything. A good fake from the Harbor onto A as he got the attraction of 3 players. As it is BCU's round, they have their bonus buy, their force buy. Here looking BCU T-Dunks with only a deagle. Maybe he's that guy.
Yeah, it looks like Oaf Esports is opting to just go for a full save right here, but they are gonna have like the same defense they had last round. 3 players stacked on B.
Not much. The KO knife, it goes almost immediately out right now as they're kind of maybe expecting this long push right now. Only 2 players on site. The rotate's not coming out yet, but BCU with a fast explode right now. Not really getting to site. The dog does come out looking for anything they can. They find the KO in the turn right now. Not really looking at this Phoenix and back side here. He hasn't been spotted yet. The Harbor's still putting up. And they find the pick onto the Killjoy and KO. Pretty easy. What are you supposed to do when you have a classic? But a red stick overextended here a little bit, getting picked off by the Phoenix that was including the back side here. And now it's a 3v4.
That's definitely what they need to be any chance to win this. And Nami does get another pick, but oh my god!
Oh my god!
An ace comes out from. Is it Smiles K?
Yes, Seismic.
Seismic. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, Seismic does does get a nice 5K right there. My goodness, everyone just swung out and he just took him that 1-by-1 with that Bulldog ADS, the burst right there.
With the bulldog, he had the dog in him. You know, it kind of looks scary on BCU side, giving up guns there. But obviously, when you have a teammate like that, you don't have to worry about much.
Yeah, it's a bit scary. They did lose 2 of their guns there in that fight.
Looks like they're opting for a more default position. 3 stack towards A. Jett working up the mid. Spike and Spawn, kind of interesting as a Viper is working up B. Maybe trying to sell that B side fake here as they're sending all their util, but with two controllers, you can really go any side you want.
Oh, they do grab the orb on the A side for Killjoy. 1 more orb for the ultimate, and they only have 2 orbs here because Killjoy hasn't really had any deaths or kills. But they are going to default. Jett or Hari is working up art right now, getting pretty deep. Not really seeing anything at all, but they are getting a lot of space with T-Dubs also ready to connect in main as well. And looks like the Harbor wave is coming back up. They cut off backside and it's just Astra, the only one who can see anything on site right now.
They do have some gunfire going on, not really finding any players right now, just having everything smoked off. Because they have the bomb down. As they are coming for the rotate, as they have really good positioning on site right now. Nobody knows where anybody is, and the kill might does go off on Harari, unfortunate, but Rizek does get the trade here. As Oaf is getting onto site right now, but the Harbor ult is coming up. As don't really know what the ult does, I'm gonna be honest with you. But Nami does seem to find the pick on the Harbor. That is kind of their carry right now, so maybe Oaf has a chance of winning right now, as they are onto site pretty cleanly here. Get the pick on the Killjoy. It's a 4v2 right now. What can you do?
Last player standing.
No one's possible. Oh, he gets mowed down immediately. It's just up to this actually. You get a double swing on him, no chance.
Not much you can do if you're Rezek there.
Yeah.
Just some good
It was looking promising.
Yeah, it was really nice. Right off the beginning, they did get that plant down without any deaths from either side. But the retake, they just had too much of an advantage with those rifles and the util. They just couldn't handle it.
The early KO Molly onto that Jett really threw him off.
Yeah, he had the Guardian and it's actually peeking out through the wall a little bit, and that's how they knew they were there. It's unfortunate.
We do have BCU going for another B push. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As they should have guns out. Although there is some light shields on the side of BCU right now, as they are opting to creep up onto B long. They does go out and find 2 people. As they are looking to just get the orb here, not really finding much, not really peeking out much. Don't really want to lose any players right now.
They do feed the orb to their Harbor, but you know, that wall that they did place up early on is kind of scary. Honestly, they know that the Phoenix here, and if he flashes through that wall, he might be able to get 3 if he does go for something ballsy like that. But we are just looking like for a default right now.
Do have the Killjoy working up mid, not really fighting anything, as they are opting to just stay on B side. They know that the Viper wall is here, so they can't really take any chances of leaving the site right now, as they are looking for a rotate to work up mid, as Killjoy does have the information that nobody's mid right now, as the spike is nearing towards doors right now. Will they know about the alarm bot or the Killjoy holding this? As Harbor is peeking out right now with the bomb. The dog does go out. Not really finding much, as a pick from Hari is onto the KO right now. Oaf, as BCU is exploding onto a exposed Oaf Esports right now, as Killjoy is not looking at the Harbor right now. He's probably gonna get picked off. What a flick.
He does get Hari for his troubles, but he does trade out right away. And Seismic does get 2 more right away off of that, and it's a 2v4 from Oaf. They only have the Fade and the Astra to retake this site. The enemies do have the Killjoy, Harbor, and Viper, so it's going to be a really rough retake. Very unlikely that they win this round, but they can definitely try. And Astra does spawn out the Harbor, gets a nice clean headshot onto Seismic and takes him down, but they are... All 3 players from BCU are backside. After Swingtality finds all 3 of them, gets 1 and gets traded out right away. Nami, 1v2, cross the Killjoy, gets 1 and gets traded out right away. Almost winnable right there. That was really close. But Gordon does connect that shot and secures the round for BCU. Exactly what you
Nami
need.
there, you're hoping to be the hero for your team, but unfortunately for you, you didn't win those. It's kind of detrimental for Oaf right now, as they are on their save. It's hopefully BCU does not throw this. I am betting money on them right now.
Yeah, the defense from Oaf. I thought you were on Oaf's side.
No,
Anyways.
you're
Wait,
you're
no.
off.
Oh yeah, Oaf is the high school team. My fault. Yeah,
You don't even know
anyways.
your own team.
Oaf is really struggling on this defense. They did have that one round win when they had the rifles, but now against the rifle v rifle, they struggled a little bit. They are going for the same thing. They do send out the wall from Harbor to get a lot of space here, and they do have a Viper already up, but they send in a secondary Harbor wall over top of the Viper wall. That's crazy. They send in
I've got your
another wall to
trail.
push in to get a lot of space in the site. They see Phoenix's backside, take him down, and
Found one.
we do have Rumor going down as well from Link.
Spike
We
planted.
do have
does
both
go down.
Esports coming in from mid off on it. Not much you can do. BCU Hari with a good off angle here on the top of the box. As they are just funneling to this mid area, reloading. He almost got caught out there. That's not what you want to see here.
We're gonna
Looking for a
that
clean
flash.
round.
Flawless.
Unfortunate. Well, it was a save run from Oaf Esports.
Yeah, but no guns out. A flawless from HBU
It is what it is.
or BCU. It is what it is. But BCU dominating the attack right now, 4-1. Kind of
It's really,
interesting.
really hard to defend when you have all these like controller walls and util coming up.
BCU is like doing a really good job of like finding a pick and executing on a scrambled team that like doesn't know which side to look at.
Yeah,
to do.
Oaf does get like discombobulated a lot. It seems like they get attacked from one side and everyone turns that way, and they get flanked right away.
They have no mid presence right now as HBU just seem to just creep up for Art for free right now. Look at all the space they have. The Harbor Ball does go down. 2 in main, 3 from Art coming in as the dog is come out. Doesn't really find anything, but they get sight practically for free right now.
Wow.
Not really finding where these other players left, but they had to leave. They cannot stay on this side. It's a 5-man execute, and it was beautifully done as the retake is from Oaf right now going on.
There's just so much pressure they have to give it right away. But here comes the Fade ult and the Phoenix ult coming right in, trying to clear out what they can. And the Panthers get a huge flank onto Seismic. Gets traded out though. Going to get 2, and it is in Art by himself. Throws a Viper Molly on there. There's so much util on the Spike right now. And they know the last 2 players have to be main. They look at them. They Nami goes to spot them both. And Viper though does get 2 right there. Sprays down T-Dubs and Hari right away, and they do give the Phoenix ult, the defuse ult orb to KO. And I like to say that was round 5 or round 6 actually, and that was their second Harbor ult. That's actually crazy. The 7 ult, 7 ult charge. They have 2 of them already. Holy.
And when you have a teammate like Seismic who's getting 10 kills and all the orbs, it's not surprising to see that. But what a beautiful execute onto site, and an even more beautiful retake from Oaf. You know, just letting us know that they're still in the game here. Don't look at BCU T-Dump's skills though.
BCU is actually kind of like going for like
Get out of my way.
a half buy. It looks like they have rifles and the jet ult, but they have all light armor. But maybe it is like the play to just buy half armor when you're going up against Vandals on this like a map with a long sightline like this. They are going for another B push. They do this Harbor wall up, get a lot of space. They can basically walk up long for free, no aggression back, and they do spot 2 players with the dog. 1 shot from tower, and they see Phoenix's backside once again. He does. I think he gets stunned by that, and all the mollies pop. Killjoy util comes out, and the ult.
What a 3-man
Ari goes down, and Black gets 3!
Down.
Oh my god!
One enemy
Make it
remaining.
4!
ultimate's
Ruben does
ready.
go down for offside though, but that's what I like to see from a Phoenix. Huge flash and getting 4, and it's just up to T-Dumps right now. A 1v4 situation. They spot him out, and he is getting slowly circled, and Panther takes him down.
He steals his ace though. That's a forfeit though.
Wait, he did steal his ace. What the heck?
That backflip though, showing what happens when a good player gets onto Phoenix, getting a 4K onto site there. I wish my Phoenix did that. Sadly, not all of us can have that backflip on your team.
I don't deserve. Anyways, it looks like BCU is looking to do another B push here. They are having a lot of players stay by mid. It looks like by shops, and they do have the Killjoy looking once again. is a full buy from both teams. It looks like actually BCU is kind of half armor buying again. They do have the fast flash right away, but they don't have the wall up on B long right away. I think maybe Oaf might catch on to that. Notice that it's not really a push going on here.
Yeah, but again, BCU just like creeping up this mid. There's no contestants in the art side at all. Killjoy is passively watching mid, but the Viper wall is actually kind of obscuring her sightline right now. As looking like the position of BCU in mid, they just have taken everything. If they just creep up anymore, they have any option to go B or A, with the Viper and Killjoy sitting in main for both sides right now. They look like to go B side right now, contesting the Killjoy turn right now, as they don't really have much information to go off of right now, but as again, they have this mid presence, they can go easily from B to A, as Killjoy is a little bit creeped up right now, as they're looking to take art with the dog right now, clearing art, not really finding much, nothing in mid, as again, they just have to give up A. Like, they have no mid presence, they're executing onto the side perfectly right now, but the pick from Zophie onto T-Dunk right now, and onto Harari,
Oh my god!
they just got funneled through the smoke. Oh my god,
An absolute massacre. Zuffy right there shutting down every single player who tried to walk through that smoke, and they had the backup from, I believe, was it Panther?
Yeah, it was Panther.
Yeah, there's no chance. They
Maybe
just weren't ready.
Yeah, maybe I'm in the wrong. They don't need mid presence if they can do that all game.
Yeah, honestly, that was I was a little skeptical of this no mid person play, but if they can hold art just like they did right there, maybe it's worth it.
Now a tied game. Looks like we do have a full buy from both teams. BCU opting to go light shields if they're with their buy right now. Looking to go for an A push this time. Not really much to find.
BCU hasn't been really buying full shields for most of these rounds, so they do have that extra cash to buy rifles this round instead of saving. They are just slowly creeping up, trying to get this orb, I believe, once again. They're a little scared that there might be a push from anyone on Oath, aggressive in A main, but looks like no one's here to contest. They do get this orb, and they do notify the enemies that they are here.
We do have the F5 Fumps here, as the Killjoy ult is looking to be brought out here onto the side, as the Harbor Wall does go up. Astro's ults are up, and we're just waiting on the execute right now.
Yeah, Astro is cut off from the site. It's just up to Nami right now. Pushing, getting a quite aggressive up art right now. Not really seeing anything, and they know that everyone has to be coming from main. This Zuffy is still here, not really scared of anything after that last round, I would admit. But they see Seismic right here. They see another. They see Harari, and it gets sprayed down through the wall, going down to 8 HP. The dog is going after his scent.
30 seconds left.
He just completely gets off a site, but looks like they execute. BCU just executes right away for free. They get the Viper ult down, and free plant right here. Not much that Oath can do. They are going to have to retake Drew a Viper wall, but they do have Rumor coming in. He goes to flash through the smoke, and he gets himself in it, unfortunately. And the Killjoy ult comes out as well. A really expensive round from BCU.
They do have a flank coming in from Oath here onto the side, but not much can do when the Killjoy ult is down. They're kind of wasting time. Viper pit. You can't like play around with the Viper pit. You have no time right now, as Haraki just gets taken down in the smoke without any sightline right now, as the execute is coming out from Oath. Not much you can do.
Yeah, kill up the Panther. They knew Panther was on the flank because of the Killjoy turret. Huge flank watching you two, and there's nothing they really could have done about that. Honestly, that was a really rough round to even think about taking. But BCU, they really needed that round after the couple that they lost. They put a lot into that. They used the Viper ult and the Killjoy ult, but they did get 3 kills on the Killjoy, I believe. So they, got a decent chunk of that back.
BCU was such a patient team. They're sitting in A main, hoping to maybe call out a fake, thinking they rotate off, just playing patient, waiting for them to peek into them. But now we look like to have a default, as they are going mid again. As we've seen what Oath can do when they give up mid.
They do have Nami playing mid right now. They did send the prowl out and got shot down right away. And they're kind of scared of Art. They're backing up a lot. That's probably the right choice to make here when there is 3 players creeping up. A flash might come out soon, or a dry swing. Yeah, it was just dry. Sending the dog to try to chase him out. But T-Dubs had the flank watching right there. He cut him off perfectly. Nami was trying to get back into safety, and T-Dubs just was watching him from main.
But they don't know about Zophie right now.
Yeah, Zophie gets one! Oh! Gets sprayed down right away from going to get some trade. Unfortunate.
We do see that.
Nami has to be like fuming right now after that.
That was a clip, but not today. We do have BCU have taken the site cleanly. A slow retake right now from Oaf right now as they are coming from CT.
Panther gets
The
shut down
KO
right away
is
from
going
Golden.
off. It's a 2v4 right now, not much you can do. You have the KO ult, but when they have lineups like this, you wonder what's
They are
going to
playing
happen.
together.
One enemy remaining.
And there goes Phoenix. Seismic does get another kill. Rumor gets one though, and he gets straight through the box. There's two players in art. There's not really much you can do about that. It's just the sheer manpower that BCU had over them.
Yeah, they tend to really clump up as a team together, fighting these, picking these 3v1s, 3v2s, 4v2s, playing really well on post-plant scenarios, but getting that early pick on the Panther in their flank kind of secured that round for them. As it looks like we have two ults from BCU. This might be another BCU round if I'm being honest, as the Harbor ult has been proven to win them rounds along with the Sky. As they're going back to their original plan of pushing B long right here.
Yeah, they are just going to creep up B long. It does look like Hari is going to just throw out a smoke right there and get a lot of space on the left. They do send in the wall once again, and they just walk up all the way long. No one can contest this at all. But it does, Astra smoke is coming up. There's a little bit of cracks in there. And they do send out the Harbor ult. They spot Phoenix out right away. It reveals his location, and a dog finds Sophie right in backside. No, it doesn't. There's a miscommunication. Sophie gets undetected, and he gets one, but it gets traded out right away. And it's just BCU in a 4v2 right now. And make it 3v2. Make it 3v1. Just up the Panther. The spike is going down, and Hariri is really hurt right now in backside. 1 HP actually.
It is winnable for Panther, you know. If this was me, I would win this round, but kind of impossible with this Killjoy and Viper lineup setup they have going on here. What are you supposed to do with your Panther? You have 1 Molly, 2 Molly, 3 Molly, but he does get to pick onto the 1 HP guy. Now he knows they're both long, playing for the lineups contested. How much you can do, as you can see here, it's kind of embarrassing. He's not getting a one tap onto Golden here. Not much you can still do.
That was a true Killjoy play right there. They saw they right away shot the mollies off the spike. They knew, but they did get a nice clean one tap onto the Viper. But unfortunately, they lost the 1v1 against the other Killjoy.
Killjoy diff, some might say.
Unfortunate, really. But they did bring it down to a 1v1 in a 3v1 situation.
Yeah, taking out some good guns from BCU, but they have so much money that it doesn't really matter. And Oaf actually has to go on the eco here for some of them.
They are going to go really fast. Yeah, they're just running down A really fast.
Yeah, but look at Oaf. They're pushing down B long, expecting them to be there. It's kind of a blunder right now as they're pushing up to A main right now. But looks like they're deciding to back up. You know, they don't got the. They're too scared to push up into A main right now. As if you're.
Wait, but BCU is coming back. Did Oaf, not Oaf, Golden tell them that their people were here? Did they make any sound? BCU is slowly creeping back up towards B log, but everyone gave up their position over there. It is just up to Zolfi right now in this spot. It's not as strong as it used to be, I think. But they don't really clear this out, to be honest. They do send in the harbor wall, and oh, the dog comes out. Does he smell him? Yep, he gets caught out. He's basically done for if no one can save him. The mollies come out.
Mollies come out. Oh my
god.
The pop flash does come out from Rizik as there are executors. He only 2 on side. The KO, the whiff. As the Killjoy out does come out from Oaf right now, as Panther is able to find the pick onto mid here.
30 seconds
Not much you can do as BCU as you get to back out. You don't want to get caught in this Killjoy ult here, especially in this long angle.
I think honestly this is a premature Killjoy ult. They should have waited for them to get like a little bit deeper inside, maybe start the plant. But now they're not really sure where they are. They do have that backloop that was stuck on A, waiting here for maybe another push. But looks like BCU is just opting to stay on B, and they just
10 seconds left.
overwhelm them. Really, Rumor goes down and is a 3v4 situation. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's some misplays on Oaf's side right there. They did a little too early send out the util, and they were a little scared that they might rotate. They split their resources in half. Goes down to Seismic. Oh, Seismic gets a spray through the smoke onto that web backloop though. It's just up the Panther in a 1v4. Seismic is low. Trying to peek out a little bit. Not really. No one's really giving him any chance. They're waiting for Panther to peek out. Oh my god! Panther gets two clean one taps. And the molly goes off. That's very dangerous. You notice one on long. Oh, that was a little bit of a pinch there too. Golden was behind. If he did win that fight, he had to get a nice 180 flick right away, and that
Switching
is the
sides.
first half. BCU going up 8 points to 4. Really nice half for BCU, and honestly, Oaf was doing great out there, but they did make some mistakes, and you know they lost some rounds that are very crucial that they really needed.
I don't think Oaf is ready for how patient BCU is with these rounds. Waiting till like almost the very last second to execute, knowing well that they have the advantage after they've used all their util onto their kind of fake execute they were doing. Let's see how they do on defense here, as they were really dominant in attack. You never know. Maybe Oaf is a offensive-sided team here with the Phoenix.
Yeah, BCU is looking to stack A. There's literally no one on B, and Oaf is actually going to be attacking B here. If they do go fast, this might be a disaster for BCU. BCU does run up A main, and they know that no one's here. They grab the orb, and Golden is probably trembling right now. They know that that Oaf is going to be pushing the site, and it's all up to them to defend it. They do have D-dumps coming up slowly, and Panther is peeking mid. Spots one person on the flank, and 2 more people show up behind him. Panther is so caught right here, and Reztech takes him down. Now it's just 3 on the flank, and there's 3 more coming up in, from Link's side. But Oaf is running into CT. Is it planted for? Where is it planted at actually?
They're leaving Rumor on site alone, as we have the BCU Golden execute picking off Rumor right now. And
But they have 3 players in tower. Look at that! They take 2. Wait, the wall's coming up onto the plant. They get another player. It's just up the side.
Oh my god, no way.
Seismic gets 2 there. Almost clutching that round out. That was crazy. The Phoenix is going for bunny hops through the wall, and he gets slowed down by that wall actually. Then Nami followed up.
Close round.
That one was quite scary actually.
Rotate a little bit slow from BCU. If you're BCU Golden, you're common for your team. Please, for the love of God, help me out here. But it looks like we do have the force buy from Oaf here, as we are going to the second round of defense.
Yeah, honestly, it was quite surprising how long they took to rotate over. And since they did push up A main, they should have known that.
Again with this A stat.
Yeah, they do push up A main once again, and unfortunately, no one's here. And man, Golden. Oh boy.
Golden in the same scenario. Comment to his team, please don't let me down this time. As we do see Oaf explode here, they get the site practically for free on sale. No one took a test on Golden, just sitting in this corner. Not much we can do with the rotate, as we do see that backflip push into CT right now. Not really knowing about this positioning from the Rezek.
But wait, Nami can swing out, get chased out. Hari and Ruma goes in and gets another pick, but Nami goes down to Golden with a nice classic headshot right there, and Zolfi trades him out. And T-Dums gets shot from behind from Panther, who lurked up mid, who was there the entire time. And Seismic gets a nice right click onto Rumor, taking him down. He does get his hands onto a gun. This might be what he needs for this 1v2. Oh my god, he gets a suck and a molly onto him. And he's going to be vulnerable right here. And look at this Astro's position. Oh my god, what a spot. In the smoke, waiting for the defuse. Honestly, the timing on that was crazy too. The second he got onto it, he was vulnerable, and the Astro just pops out and mows him down.
Yeah, if you're some Isaac, you know you're trying to carry, but you can't carry at the time.
Yeah.
We do see a full buy from both teams finally. Well, actually from VCU finally.
Yeah,
hopefully
a bit of a bonus from Oaf Esports here.
Yeah, actually, not really much of a full buy, as they are buying light shields here, but
they are switching it up though. They do have 3. They have a lot of pings on the B long side as well, and it's just up to that back whip though. He's most obviously making sound right here. He's shooting ghosts at nothing, and he spots Seismic. Some shots ring out, and the Jet actually used her dash here, ready for multiple people to swing out, but no one's showing up. That's a nice way to burn that Jet dash. And they are Oaf is sending a lot of players up to Art. And they just keep on fighting the places where no one's at.
Yeah, BCU Golden in that same position again. He has every man on the enemy team on him right now.
Yeah, they're not really too aware though that there's no one here, but they are gonna back up once they see the Killjoy. They do not want to even try to attempt to deal with that. Maybe they're going to try to lurk up into Link here through mid doors, but now they coming back into shop is just that backflip though, chilling in by the doors. There is a Viper smoke here. They are taking their sweet time, trying to find anyone who's lacking, try to get a nice pick. Oh, there's a one-way over here by doors. I didn't even know this was possible.
Yeah, but BCU playing steady, playing calm, playing patient. They know they can't overextend their guns right now as they are on. Oh my god, what was that flash? That backflip. Looking like Grape out there. As they are trying to clean up, and BCU Golden does find the pick here. Does he know about that backflip though? He feels like there's one more, and there is one more. Oh my god.
He gets a rifle, but he does a molly at Ohari. Oh no, and the spike does go down. It is a 3v3, but they're not much firepower on the side of OF Esports. They have 2 sheriffs and a bulldog at long, but a lot of time is burning down because BCU is not sure if anyone's on the flank. They knew that Panther before likes the flank, and they do get a flash out onto Nami, takes him down, and T-Dubs also gets it, or actually Rezik gets a pick onto Rumor right away, and it's just up to Zolfi. He does the Asher little pop smoke, I believe. Just there for a second, tries to get a pick out of the surprise, but gets mowed down right away. Not really getting much.
Beautiful flash from Rezik there, getting those 2 blinded and allowing the team to just basically secure the round with those 2 picks. Not much you can do if you're Zolfi holding that long angle with 2 people holding you. But oh my, oh man, that backflip though, causing a ruckus down the mid.
Yeah, he got caught with his pants down, but he did have the Phoenix Soul online after that kill onto Golden, and he did get himself a rifle. If that he didn't get traded out right away, that definitely could have been a round winning right there. Round winning play from that backflip though.
It didn't act like the wizard from Clash of Clans there during that fireball. We do have the B-Long execute from here from OF right now. As they look, they're opting to just like rush it down here. They do have the Phoenix ult right now. Is it gonna go popped up? Waiting really late for the Phoenix ult.
No flash though. Ooh, and they spot out Hahari in the corner. Does another flash come through? There's 2 walls, so many layers that they walk through, and the dog comes out from backside. He gets that backflip though, and they're not really trying to run through this wall. It's very dangerous. You know, kind of wait for it to go away. But they do have 2 players in halls right now. That backflip though, and Rumor right here, and the flash comes out from Rezik. He gets a kill onto that backflip though, and Rumor gets not able to get the trade as Hahari is. Oh my god! He spams to the smoke and does a nice headshot on the Zolfi, and it's up to Nami right now. A 1v4. Gets 1. Can he get another? Oh wait, he does get 2, but he gets sprayed down by 2 rifles right away after. Unfortunate. Oh my god, that robot.
Computer. That lucky headshot through the smoke might have honestly just won them that game.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Zolfi right there to get just taken out of the round just like that. It looks like
the op
is trying to go for a force right here. Ooh,
op down from Hiyari though onto the B-Long. They know that Oaf likes to go B-Long a lot. Maybe they can find the shutdown as Rumor is going Ares here, looking like somewhat of a force buy from the Oaf side.
But they are going to be pushing towards this Killjoy once again. Last time I saw Killjoy, they try to back up right away. Honestly, it's a nice contrast between the 2 teams that OF and BCU. OF is really slow, really fast about their executes, and BCU likes to take their time, plan out, and like scan everything they can. They just barely hit a Killjoy, a KO knife and barely missed the Killjoy with it. But they are going to activate all the Killjoy util, and Rumor is just going to run up into Art, meeting up with that backflip though, clearing out it completely, and it looks like BCU is setting up for the retake here. They made sure that T-Dumps could get out alive.
Look at the damage that BC has dealt on the retake. Just off of the mollies alone, Rumor's at 67 HP. We have a weak Phoenix player. As the XC does come out with the Sky ult. Panther getting caught here. Not much you can do right now as he's fighting for his life and art. As Rumor gets through with the Ares. But BC Ohara is able to pick up everybody else. Just the Asher alive. Not much you can do. In the smoke. Do they know about it? And the clock is ticking. If they don't get this down, this could be disastrous.
Oh my god. Unfortunate spray from Zolfi right there. Gets counter sprayed right away. Damn. They did have a pinch from our side, and they used the prowlers, or the seekers, I mean, from Sky, and they revealed all the locations. There was a player who was in mid, honestly, ready to just stab everyone in the back who came from Art, but that seeker really just sold out their position, and honestly, it might have been a round-winning ult right there.
Yeah, we do still see Hardy with the op. I want to see a 10 Zens play here, getting an ace down the long side. But it is an eco for Oaf. Not looking good as this round 11. You can't really afford to give up any more rounds right now.
Yeah, you really can't.
As Zolfi, no!
Oh my god! Sophie's playing with fire, just barely escaping with his life with multiple shots ringing out towards him. An op and a bit of phantom spray.
Don't feed the bears, and he gave the bear cocaine. As they are looking to push down mid here, not much you can do with the guns you have right now. Deagle's on a Spectre, but they do find the kill on Golden, just exploding on him. Wait, hold on.
They run over Golden completely, 5-man push.
Bring them down.
Anyways, they are going to be prowling out Art. They know no one's there. They are just working up this mid area, trying to see what they can do. But everyone off of B side is rotating off. It is just Seismic by himself right now. Not really on the site, but close enough to hear if anyone makes any sound. He's watching this mid area, but he might peek out a tower here. No, an Astra smoke does come up to block his vision, but the plant is going to come down. Seismic does alert his team that the plant is here. Tries to get a spray through the smoke, not really getting anything, but he does give away his position. And his wall, he still has all the util on the side of BCU. Just a bit of Killjoy's util is gone, and the jet. But they do have many guns here, and Seismic is going to jump in right away, walking to his own wall, getting slowed down, and they do a sky flash into Hall, get one with it right away, and damn, that backflip though it was in between a rock and a hard place, and they do have the harbor smoke coming up, the bulletproof smoke. It does get broken down, and they just stick it through the smoke. Oh my god! What's up? He gets a knife. He gets 2 and a knife. What the hell was that? I didn't even realize that he got 2 with the deagle and a knife. What the hell?
Zolfi went for the lurk and went into the harbor smoke in a split decision to shoot the fuser or the guy holding the bomb. He shoots my dad. I don't know what he shot at. He missed completely, but he did end up getting those kills. But not much impact did they make. Harari just buys it up again.
After the spike was defused, he became a man, had nothing to lose, so he just went in for that knife right away.
I mean, adding his stats right now, we do see BCU stacked on B side, but we do have the opposite Oath just exploding onto A. Oath is able to find like the sites they're not on when they're stacking. T-Dump's holding it by himself, kind of pinging his pants a little bit.
But that back window was so deep into the CT already. Hits Seismic right away, and T-Dumps does not get the trade, and he does get sprayed down a little bit. I don't know if you saw what happened there, but that back window just ran into sight completely, like disregard everything, and all the Killjoy util got shut down by the KO ult as soon as that back window ran on top of it. That was crazy timing. And the Killjoy ult does come out. They try to force everyone off of the site, but it looks like they're just gonna stay here. They push through the smoke, and they take the Killjoy ult. Humongous away from ult, but Rezek gets 2 right there. And the Viper ult comes up, and Harimi shoots the movement through the smoke. What the hell is that? But they don't have much time here on the spike. They think that someone's on it though. Oaf is just sticking it to the bitter end, and they both go down for it. Everyone dies. Oh my god.
What a round. All the ults went out. They had to put everything on the line here to win this round, but will they have enough money to buy? Look.
Neither team has enough money to actually afford a true buy. This is going to be a scrappy, crazy round coming up right here.
BCU Harari with the knives. He might be the one to end it all. He might be at the bottom, but you know, start from the bottom, now we're here. I'm hoping to see an ace from him right now, as they are, again, they're funding the sites they aren't on, as they're going to A. Well, most people are stacked towards the B middle side right now.
Yeah, if they can get a KO knife into the secret where Killjoy is, this might be humongous, but they're really not really aware of where he is, and that back though is just gonna looks like he's just gonna run in completely by himself. But unlike last time, he does run into all the Killjoy util.
KO knife does not scan. BC does know as back just runs into his loving arms.
He's caught with his pants down, and T-Dumps might swing out here with the Harbor ult. Oh, but an attacking Killjoy ult comes out, and Seismic does get one right there. Getting a really aggressive. He's trying to repeat what Olaf did last round, I think. Nah. Wait. Oh, he gets detained, and he fills up I think the casket or the cove to block himself off. Honestly, a smart player, quick thinking, but
I wonder where the harbor's at.
Oh, and all the players go down from Olaf. Nice retake from BCU. That was a crazy round right there. Unfortunate.
Defenders win.
Oaf couldn't get a couple more rounds up on the board, but it was a good game overall. Nice util, nice teamwork, and some crazy rounds out there, especially from Oaf, I believe.
What a game. Kind of the yin yang. While Oath was a quick team, they just went in, especially with a teammate like that backfoot though, just pushing in, no regards.
Yeah, that backfoot though was like on the gas the whole time, just trying to run it down.
They kind of got hard countered by the more slower, patient, and more coordinated. It seemed like Team BCU just like being there, holding their sights, rotating, faking rotates. It was just an amazing coordination from BCU.
Especially on that A side, they were struggling to really get in there. Especially like they only had one player Killjoy there by himself, but it's really hard for KO to get an angle onto Killjoy with the way that the map is Pearl from main.
Yeah, I feel like you owe me some money. Going for Oath, they kind of got taken down here.
All right, that's a yikes. Anyways, that was our first game right there, and we do have a couple more games coming up. There are actually I think 8 teams in this tournament, so we're going to be covering I believe 3 more games after this. So don't go anywhere. Please stick around, and especially all the players or all the people watching at LAN. Hope to see you guys quite soon as we do go on a little break here, waiting for the next match to start.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Unified All-In 2023 Esports Expo for the Valorant LAN tournament. I am here with the winner of our first match from the broadcast. We have Briarcliff University's own Rezek. Rezek, how are we doing? Feeling after the match?
Feeling pretty good. It was a fun match. I enjoyed playing against him.
I was thinking it was a bit of a rocky start. You guys traded a few rounds against Oath Esports, but what I really felt like gave you guys the advantage was I'm not sure who's calling the shots for your team, but first off, I felt that the comp you guys ran, the Harbor, Killjoy, the double smokes with the Viper too to add to that, it gave you guys like a huge advantage both in terms of attacking and defense, and it felt like you guys had really good util usage. Who's calling the shots, and was this comp prior to the tournament practiced a lot for you guys?
Yeah, Sneesek actually is our IGL. He came up with the comp. I think he got it from Loud. When they played in their the last big tournament, and we started running it. We had quite a bit of practice on it. It was a little rocky at the start, but we started getting the hang of it, and started going our way. He started picking up the comms, and everyone's getting a little jitters out for the first tournament. We did our first game of the tournament. We didn't expect to play on the stage first, but it went okay.
We didn't expect it too. I think for you guys, land jitters, and obviously being on stage and just being told everything last minute can get to you. But I'm sure that for you guys, emotionally and mentally wise, you guys were pretty calm. Was there any? How long did it take for you guys to really just like adjust to the climate and the environment of the land and just being on the stage and finally getting into the swing of the things in game?
When we switched to the defense side, I think we all started feeling a bit better. The first round of defense we should have had, but I don't. There was a few misplays there, but afterwards we started getting the hang of it. Started getting back in the groove. It was. I don't think all of our players are adjusted quite yet, but middle defense side, I think we started getting the hang of it. That's we all start feeling more comfortable. Playing on the stage is a different environment for sure.
Traditionally, Pearl comps usually involve the Astra, but you guys went for the Harbor and Viper, which has been popularized on other maps. Was there any reasoning behind choosing those two specifically over pairing at least maybe Viper up with Astra or Harbor with Astra?
Astra, if you're playing against a good team, you can burn util really easily. With Harbor, you're able to attack more frequently with more smokes. So having that ability to have more attacking power, I guess, you can fake sites better. You can burn more util without using all of it because it regenerates. With that in mind, it was a lot easier to have Harbor play with Viper. I do enjoy Astra on Pearl. I think she's a really good character still, but I think the Harbor comp on her is really strong, especially if your team can figure out the defense side. I think it's really strong.
Were you, just remind me again, were you the Killjoy? Or
No, I was Sky.
okay, I forget, who was the Killjoy for Briarcliff?
Because
Because I noticed that you guys had a tendency to you use all your util at least towards a site, and then I think you would stack 3 towards B, usually the Jet, Harbor, and Viper, and you would opt to play for the retake on A. And was the general game plan for your defense to like just use the util, the nano swarms to light up anybody trying to entry into A, and then play from the retake and use your sky util? Because you guys had a very good read of what util you had ready for the retake without burning it too early into the early round. Whereas with Oath on their defense side, they used the Fade Haunt really early, and you guys took advantage of the fact that they used a lot of their recon util.
You cut in and out on the second part, but with Oath util. I think you were maybe saying something how they burn util too fast.
Yeah, compared to you guys, where you would save your util as they would walk into sight on their attack.
Yeah, our goal was we figured with streaming a lot that B is really hard to retake for some reason. We just can't figure it out. So our goal was just all right, just stack B, save our util for post plants retake. We have some pretty good retakes on A, in my opinion. That we try to implement in that match, but that was mainly the goal. We just had T-Duns play retake. He would burn his util to try to get some damage off and maybe burn some of their util, so it's hard for them to play off post plants.
Thank you for that information. I definitely felt like you guys had the upper hand in terms of the calling and the general read of the game. But I think we're gonna try to get the next teams onto the stage. So final question and shoutouts before we go. What is your general expectations for the tournament? What was your prep, and how do you feel about where you guys will end up to end this tournament? Obviously, you want to go to the grand finals, but
No, of course.
realistically,
I think we just want to play our best. This is for official land. This is definitely my first time in an official land. Like, this setup is awesome. It's really cool to see all these players here. But I think we just want to play our best. Of course, we want to go to grand finals and win it all. But there's some good teams here. I just want to have a good time, make some friends, talk to some people, and later down the line maybe play again with them. You know what I mean?
yeah. And any quick shoutouts before you guys go get prepped for your next match?
Shout out my director Jack. He drove us all the way here 9 hours.
All the way from
Did
Iowa.
a great job. Yeah, did a great job getting it all set up for us. Shout out my IGL. I think he's goated. Shout out my team, of course. Hal, Golden, T-Dumps. Love you, boys. Let's do this.
And that was Briarcliff University's Rezek. So we'll be thrown into the next match, and thank you. Tune in. We'll be back in just a bit.
Welcome everybody to the Unified All-In 2023 Expo Valorant LAN tournament today. We have a $1,000 prize pool on the line here with 8 teams, a few collegial teams, a few walk-ins, and actually one high school esports team. I am Omarmxbee and I'm joined with GRAPE on the microphone, and Fireside Cast is glad to be providing coverage of this LAN tournament down in South Oklahoma in Lawton. What match are we looking at, GRAPE, as we're hopping right in?
Alright, right here we have Goopy Noopies versus Oklahoma Christian. I believe Goopy Noopies is one of the walk-in teams. I'm not too sure. And Oklahoma Christian, or OC, otherwise known as, is actually the favorite in this tournament. They do have a player who was a part of Cloud9 Academy, and they do have some, not the whole team, but one player does have some VCT qualifier experience. And looking down the banned pick list right here, Gooby banned Fracture right away, and then OC banned Split, Goob banned Ascent, and OC banned Icebox, Goob banned Lotus, and OC banned Pearl. And we are having OC start on attack, and we are playing on Haven right now. And we're already locked in. It looks like we're on the pistol round already. The teams are looking quite similar. I think they're the exact same team, actually. Yeah, we do have a Jet, Breach, Sova, Omen, and Killjoy. Love to see the Omen. One of I think my favorite controller to play, and Breach and Sova, quite a good combo on the Haven side, but they are completely mirrored, so they might just reverse some strategies against each other. And it looks like that.
I used to play a couple of Sovas back in my day. I used to be a Savant.
Oh god.
We do have, I believe, who's
OC?
attacking?
Yeah, OC.
They're rushing C right now. The Jet does dash into the site. Kind of dueling right now. They pick off the Omen. Pretty good pick, as the Jet kind of does get a free pick to smoke. And looks like, who's they'll take it? OC just gets the site for free. They dominate C long. They didn't expect the explode from OC right now. And despite that, OC is like 6 wins around. They won almost all their duels. I didn't really get to see much of what's happening, but OC looks like they just exploded.
Yeah, they had all that util. They had the Silver, the Dart come into the backside and scan that Omen, completely shafted him. They had the Breach flash, and then the Jet just dashed in right away after. It was a really, really nice coordinated explosion right at the site there. And there's not really much that Goopy Noopies could have done in retaliation. It was just too fast. And they just had too much util on them revealing everything.
We do see the Phantom buy here from Intari, you know, maybe he's that guy, he's that confident. They are looking to opt to C long again. All 5 down C long, maybe they expect it now that Goopy Noopies is ready.
It's quite dangerous. There's a bunch of shorties close to this jump
They
here.
do have the crosshair with the shorties. He gets one, he gets none. Chip does get the retrade here. Kind of surprising. Where's his team at here?
This is really bad news. They dropped that Phantom, the best gun they had on their team. They give it away to Civ onto Goopy Noopies, and now they're just booking it towards the A side. They know that no one's there, and honestly, they kind of shat the bed a little bit. They did get 1 pick for that, but they did they lost a lot of resources, but they did damage some of the players over here. But they do get the A side kind of for free. They just walk in, they send down the smokes, and instant teleports into heaven right away. Might get a pick right here onto Nabram.
But Goopy Noopies right now, kind of going on the flank offensive here with the...
Check out this heaven play real quick. The smoke is about to go down, and the flash comes through! Oh my god, Instinct turns away in the moment and just sprays them down. And Glyph finds out 2 players on the flank. Oh my god, Ellie takes him down. Even though they gave away the gun, it wasn't enough. They couldn't get much picks with that gun afterwards.
What did they like? The explosion, like the chaos, a completely different game from what we were watching earlier. It just explosion after explosion. Oh, it's complete madness. You know, the Jet is just going out to the side, no regards. Kind of looking like a comp game out here more than a professional game. Not gonna lie.
It's definitely really hard for defenders to actually like stop this type of push because there are 3 sites and then there's a lot of entry points. You know, if they just 5-man any side, they honestly could just overman anything. But as I say that, Saint goes down to a nice 1-tap from Cerulean, I think. He has a bunch of util on the C side, but a bunch of killer util comes back in retaliation to flush him out, and they just take that site. They completely just dominated him, honestly. They just overpowered him completely.
I mean, when you're sitting down 5 to 1 man, what's that 1 man supposed to do but get his 1 and leave? As we do have the retake here, opting to go Garage and CT side right now. Only 1 guy in the flank. Doesn't really look like he's gonna flank here. As the initiation comes to Garage here.
Oh my god, gets 2! Gets 3! It is just up to LEU. The 1v2, just with a deagle, and simply Q101 takes him down.
Again, this game is so fast, you can't really tell what's going on, but that's what makes this good, you know. You have these teams that are just creating chaos and just fighting each other. This is what you'd love to see from a slow-paced game from last time.
Definitely a nice change of pace here. They just it's so fast all the time, and that is a nice round that the Goopy Noopies really needed there. They're kind of on a force from the side of OC, but you know, honestly, really nice plays from Cerulean. You know, he got that 1 pick right there. He actually got away with it too. Got his 1 end left, and then all the util from his team, the Goopy Noopies, to come in. You get the nice retake right there. They all just completely overwhelmed them. Not really
see opting to go C long again, sending their initiative, their controller to Garage this time though. Maybe we'll find something here. He's the only guy with the deagle right now, trying to find a pick, anything he can find right now. Looking for scraps. As it looks like they're opting to fake C, rushing down A, but there is a smoke to block him down. Maybe they expected the drone does go out short, and there is a guy short, the Jet. Trying to leave, you know, he doesn't want to fight 1-man fighting against 5 people, you know, with a bulldog. Oh, and the ult comes down here from the Sova. He didn't find anything. Wow.
He connected a 1 shot onto Ellie and actually connected a little bit of damage onto his own teammate Omen, but not really much again. And a nice flash comes in. The Jet from the Goopy Noopies follows up a little bit. He gets 1 pick and a flank from Cerulean. He gets 1 and he's very disciplined. He gets 1 and he gets the hell out of there right away. The Killjoy did go down in that Omen flash earlier, and he gets another 1. Oh my god, the perfect timing right here from Cerulean. He gets behind them and he gets out. He gets behind another player right as the Killjoy turrets go down, so he gets undetected. And oh wow, look at that. He spotted Ellie in Garage. Going for a swing here, I believe. Actually, waiting.
Oh my god.
Really dangerous. Ellie gets some spray back and forth. Not really connecting, or Eli, I believe. Eli? I don't know.
Yeah. Entry over there. He has a flank right now going up a connector right here.
This might be really dangerous for his teammate though, because Simply Q is watching short. He knows, and Entry does not really clear him out, and he goes down. There's not enough time for the spike to get minded at all. And now Entry has nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Ult's ready.
Gets another kill onto Civ. Cerulean right there picking up his gun. Not really giving him a chance to die. Oh, nah, not gonna peek him.
Unfortunate timing. Entry almost had the free pick there, but maybe he didn't know he was in heaven and he didn't comment. Or maybe he just didn't comment.
Yeah, unfortunate for Eli. He came into the site. He needed that plant. There's only like 20 seconds left.
His team is like looking at him right now. Give him
Yeah,
the side eye.
the kids, they're definitely like, what the hell, man? What was that? Oh, actually, they're trying to get a hero rifle. It looks like they got one gun from Entry. He did buy, and he's also going to use his jet knives, I believe.
Get out of my way.
Again, these
Quick
teams just seem to
dash.
be exploding. Jebby jet knife. Oh my god!
No way. He almost got backstabbed by that knife.
Clear your corners next time.
Oh my god. Look at this. All the YouTube right here in short. They have to give it up. They have to. There's no way they can fight this now. And
Looking like
there
a-
is Cerulean on the flank once again, slowly creeping up. Wait. He's about to. Wait. He's about to run into Eli right now. Getting all the way around. Oh, he hears a gun drop on the floor. He knows that there's 2 players in the window. Definitely calming that to his team. There are 2 players on B. He's ready. He's getting in position for the pinch. A flash comes out. Eli does get blinded by that. And Saint is right behind him. Didn't get flashed by that. And Cerulean is so disciplined, not jumping on the gun right away. He gets flashed by his teammate, but he does get to pick out the Saint anyways. There's just 1 player left. It's just up to Glyph, the VCT player, in A main by himself.
Maybe
Slowly
he'll
creeping
show us the
up.
difference between VCT and Oklahoma, you know, as he is creeping up here onto window. Doesn't know where they are, but that's just a killjoy death.
Unfortunate. He was holding that angle in a really weird spot and also was crouched. A lot of micro adjustments that Glyph had to pull out there to even connect that shot. But it looks like it's another round for the Goopy Noopies. Honestly, I was not really expecting too much competition here from the Goopy Noopies, especially with being OC being the favorite of this tournament. But you know, I'm being proven very wrong. Goopy Noopies is really showing us a show here. They're really actually like very strong with their plays, especially with their breach. All of his util very well coordinated with his team, except for that little mishap on mid.
Yeah, they do have the OC again exploring C, their favorite side to go so far, as they are getting it for practically for free. But there is 3 towards CT side right now. They are exploring to side, jet dash onto boxes, and the ult comes out early from Glyph here, trying to secure the site right now. But both killjoys do have ults, you know. The killjoy ult was a little bit premature. They could have used it for a little bit more into the retake side of the.
Yeah, but look at this aggressive play from OC. They just take Garage completely.
But they gave up sight right now.
And they did give up a bit of sight, but wait, the Killjoy is in Garage. Oh my god, Cerulean goes down right away, and it's just up to Simply Q and the Jet. Oh my god, Simply Q gets 2. Nice flick onto Instinct right behind him, and Entry's barely in the corner, not getting detained by that. Oh, he pulled out his knife and gets Jet dipped completely right there. And it's just the last 2 players from Goopy Noob or from OC on the long side, and Goopy Noobie is pushing up long.
1 enemy remaining.
Simply whips a little bit right there, and Saint gets a nice 2k at the end of the round, and the bomb detonates.
Bro, what a weird play from OC Esports to just push in Garage and take me by surprise.
I really like that. It spending a lot of time for the Goopy Noopies to have to retake that. Definitely a nice aggressive play they did. They just pushed in. They sent 3 in there. Honestly, if anyone was there in the Garage, they probably would have got mowed down. But even still, they bought a lot of time with that play.
Yeah, we do see OC Esports leaning towards the A side, as they do know they might sack BC as their optimal site to push here, as the Tremor does go down in A long right now. As the breach ult comes out, flashes out, this execute is perfect. That guy is full blind right now. Nobody's looking to even give him a chance.
Oh my god.
I mean, what is it to do?
From OC are just so well coordinated. And then they had the Omen like TP into heaven. They had basically a ginormous like jet dash right there. There was just too much for players of Goopy Noopy to even like think about defending.
It was so fast, so furious. What are you to do here?
Yeah, now they have to go for the retake. 3v5. If you have an op in heaven, you get smoked off, not really able to see anything. And I think the opting to just save here, there's no way you can do much. Maybe get some exit frags. We do have Namrem just walking up to B, maybe trying to find any lurkers there, but not really much to be seen. Or they just trying to find a nice place to save, and So entry does go down to the op, but Civ gets traded out right away, and Saint is giving chase to the op, trying to get that op out of the circulation, but the jet from the side of Goopy Noopy just runs away completely, making sure that there's no chance.
Honestly, if you're Goopy Noopies, you probably didn't want to give out that op information. It could have been used for the next round to give them a little bit of a surprise. But what are you to do when you're getting chased by Saint? As we are on to the next round, looking like they're back to C, you know, maybe they're thinking no real human being would ever peek C line when there's an op in play, but OC Esports isn't a real human, they're monsters. They're about to come into C site, destroy them, show them who's boss.
And they do have a lot of like humongous utility here. They did have the Killjoy lineup, and they have all the smokes and breach utility for this execute. There is an enemy Killjoy here, or defending Killjoy, ready to molly off the choke, and oh my god, Cerulean gets a nice pick on the entry, but he gets scanned twice by the Sova. He gets 2! And he does get blinded here, but there are 3 players left from Goopy Noopies or OC on site. And Civ gets a trade onto Instinct. Oh, Glyph and Saint both get 1 pick for themselves. And now it's a 2v2 situation there. A little bit overzealous from Goopy Noopies, just rushing in, not really waiting for the other players to get there to trade them out. It is a 2v2, and they do have a lot of Sova util to work with, and then op. Silva scans out one of them. Not too sure where the breach is, though, I think. Oh, and Glyph gets a nice shot onto the jet, taking him down.
Yeah, OC Esports being really careful of that op. They know it's in circulation as they just took it out. None of them are opting to pick up the op, though. They're kind of interested to see that their jet doesn't need an op to be good, you know. As Goopy Noopies does get taken down here, as they are forced to go on a save here. Not enough money, not enough bans to go around.
I think OC, honestly, they just couldn't work with an op because they're just too fast. The op would slow them down completely.
Yeah, too fast, and they weren't in the right position. Maybe the jet did play C-Long, they could have shut that down, but
I also think they kind of go for a default here from the side of OC. And there is a 4-man push into mid from Goopy Noopies. They have not much to lose here because they're on the save round. And oh my god! The jet mows down Eli, and
what a dash!
Is going out. Oh my god! Just dashed right at the spot, and entry all the way in behind him. Not aware of that. Goes down right away. Nice trade out, and Cerulean, nice lurk once again. But
what did Cerulean get
another lurk up here from Glyph. He might get onto Simply right here and take him out, making it a 1v1. Is a bit of a rough situation, a 1v2, and the bomb is in the hands of defenders. But Simply might get caught here. The timing is perfect. Oh, nice clean 1-tap. Goes down right away. And that's a 1v1 situation. But Cerulean does have the spike, does have a weaker gun and weaker armor, but he is aware of the enemy's position, and Glyph is not aware where this enemy might be. Oh, they are going to contact here, and Cerulean gets a nice clean headshot right there with the Bulldog, winning the 1v1. Taking the round there for the Goopy Noopies. That was a crazy save round, especially from the jet. Just dashing into into the CT right away and kidnapping one of their players. I think it was Saint.
I don't know what the entry tried to do there, but he dashed up and dashed into the wall and like face palmed and completely let the enemy jet just get the kills on his team.
Yeah, he did get 3 though, but in the end it wasn't enough.
But we do have
let his team get murdered.
We do have OC Esports coming in here to A. But kind of counterproductive though, as they are like stacked towards A side right now. It could be a problem for OC, who tries to explode into a Killjoy. Wait, hold on. As OC is trying to wake up mid right now. Maybe they do. Maybe they know that the only one person plays mid. Maybe they don't. But they are gambling, and they're actually opting to take it slow this time, compared to all these rounds right now. Kind of changing the pace, controlling the tides right now, as they do have the rounds up right now to do that.
But you got C-Long. Look what's going on right here. The jet's looking up all the way.
Oh my god.
He's getting caught with his pants down.
Oh my god.
Why would you ever swing this deep? No way. He didn't even activate his dash. What the hell? He doesn't even... Glyph goes down there, and he smokes out. He gets out completely for free. He spots Instinct though unlocked. Wait, he gets spot up garage. Where his garage player, Cerulean, gets one. Gets him out right away. Saint is in garage. They do know the spike's in garage as well. And they are taking that C site. Entry is in, and Civ teleports deep into Plat. They don't know. He gets blinded though. Perfect flash from Saint. It's nice onto Civ and Cerulean. But the oh no, a team flash. Oh, but
the
Civ.
whiff.
yes, Tim gets a little crazy there and gets a nice whiff on
Outrun me.
and Entry cleans up the last 2 players from the side
Oh
of
my-
Goopy Noopy. What a crazy round. That was fantastic to watch.
If you're OC's Omen, you better buy a lottery ticket because there's no way you live in that situation. This guy's covering you over the wall, and he
There's no
gets
way,
your
like,
teammate.
The Glyph dies in that situation instead of Instinct. Oh my
He
god.
wasn't even part of this altercation, and he got caught. He went into the wrong neighborhood. That's just
Yeah.
unfortunate.
That was a really nice smoke from the Goopy Noopy's jet as well. They just put that smoke down and they completely got out for free. They got a little bit of spray. And
But
it's
look
like,
at this. Look at the map. They're stacked C and they're rushing C.
oh,
This could be a
Wait!
1-minute round. The flash, the stun.
oh no.
This jet is so blind.
Oh no.
Oh my god, what is going down C long? Ziv gets the kill onto Entry and Eli gets the trade onto Aura.
no. Oh, this is bad news, Bears.
Last player
Oh, would you look
standing.
at that? They
Oh
get
my
they just
days.
boxed himself and Saint just sent in
Here.
the aftershock and just cleared out those 2 players and now it's a 1v4 with a frenzy.
Simply, where are you?
Simply is in mid right now, trying to look up in garage. There is a player on B. Maybe he could get onto that player, but it doesn't look like there's any chance in hell he knows that guy is there. And there might be an altercation right here in window. Might jump up, might make some sound. Glyph is
Oh
putting
my
his
God.
back up to the window. Oh no! Simply puts a bullet in his face, but Glyph puts a bigger bullet in Simply's face. Takes
Last
her
round
out.
in the half.
Glyph gave him the nerf bullet and Simply gave him an
Actual
AR-15.
AR. A
One
shotgun
was a
slug
BB
right
gun,
there to
one
the
was an
face.
assault rifle. Unlucky.
Just like the ending of John. No, I'm kidding.
Not like the ending of John Wick 4.
And let's see here.
Again, Omen Jet stacked onto C right now. We might see another flash dash play right here.
Yeah, they are pinging a bunch of where I think the fault line will come from the breach.
out of my
There
way.
are 3 players on the C side here. I think Goopy Noopies is caught on to this fact that OC really likes the C side. They do execute on. They don't really clear anything close right away, and they did get a pick onto Glyph and Entry.
What?
Oh, Sibs TP. He got aftershock in that code and he TP'd in a second right away. But look at OC. They completely booked it. They left those 2 players to die and they're on A now. The spike is getting flooded as we speak, and nobody's here to stop it. Sib
Oh my-
TP's into heaven. And oh, that's actually a huge TP because Eli was about to
Spike
creep up
planted.
into CT. Looks like Saint and Eli are going to do it anyways. They get one.
Last player
Cerulean
standing.
trades out. Oh my god, Cerulean and Simply Q trades them out, and ooh, Instinct gets in a little bit too overzealous, trying to his teammate, and goes down to Simply Q, and that is
Wait.
the first half.
Oh my god, first half already? I was wondering why he used the breach ult. I'm a
Yeah.
little bit like in awe.
I
OC,
Oh no no.
I think that's probably like a 10-minute half, honestly.
OC Esports just sending down the jet down
Switching
C long,
sides.
you know, saying that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, you know, killing my own teammate and betting him going A. But they couldn't really convert much from it. What a crazy play from the Omen, the TP into the corner, getting the 2 there.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy that Entry like dashed into sight, and he wasn't the first one that died. One of the teammates along was actually the first one to die. Crazy round. And
We do
are
have-
switching here.
Goopy Noopies on the attack. Maybe they're more ferocious here on the attack here. As they're opting to a more aggressive buy with Eli with a Deagle here. Maybe that he's him, the Savant. He's at the bottom of the leaderboards, but not long. Not soon for long. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. Talking's a little bit hard, but he chose to...
It's a team-based game, you know. He is an initiator, setting up his teammates for the kills.
Yeah, 2 assists.
Okay, all right. Anyways, they are good. Looks like Goopy Noopy is gonna just bust right here into garage, sending 3 players in. They take that kill turn right away, and the jet from Goopy Noopy takes a lot of damage from that altercation. And oh, Cerulean takes down Saint right away. Nice pick right there. Saint getting a little bit too aggressive in this A main area, and it is another player. Eli picking out with his deagle, takes down Cerulean with a nice shot right there. 2 clean shots, and they're kind of slowing down this push towards the A side. We do have Civ trying to walk up here, but there is a smoke. Not really wanting to push through that, and looks like the jet from the side of Goopy Noopies is getting a little bit onto this B side here. There is an alarm bot, gets scanned right away. There is a killjoy Molly as well. Oh, that's some big damage. Jet is so weak in backside, isolated from his team. But there are 2 smokes here to cut off the site, and
Here.
a point come in, and with that flash coming in from A main. but Simple Q is there to protect his teammate. Namre gets one as well. Eli in a 1v1 right now, and Civ flanking all the way. What the heck? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Instinct was flanking his teammate, and Civ flanked his teammate.
Wait, they don't know about he's on a bomb. Oh, never mind.
Ooh.
The contrast between Goopy Noopies' offense is drastic. They slowed it down, took their time. Kind of the complete opposite of Lucy, who just exploded in like a matter of seconds. 10-second fights.
Yeah, this is some fantastic Valorant. I love to see this.
6-7, anybody's game right now.
That's
And we
it's
are
very
on the
close
fourth.
too.
One of the fourth buy of Goopy Noopies right now. Two guns, 3 rifles actually. Kind of
Might be a little
interesting.
dangerous.
Yeah, a little bit of a dangerous play to go garage here when they have when the shorties are impossible to play here, as they are looking to just shut down the garage doors, look for information.
Yeah,
Maybe
entry
get a
is
lucky pick or
posted up
two.
here. They only have that silver drone to clear out these angles without sacrificing a player, and they are spamming out this garage. They definitely know that someone will be here with a shorty.
Look at Glyph with the deagle holding down like seat long, waiting for anybody to contest him. You know.
Looks like no one really want to peek out Cerulean's here, waiting just in case that one of the enemies try to peek up. Really a default. Actually, it's probably the first default we've seen in this game. And they are looking like they want to try to execute A. They clear out long, nothing's here. They are taking their sweet time, so there is a lot of angles that they have to clear now. Just in case that maybe someone walked up there. Eli
Really might catch out Instinct here, the Omen, but he goes away, backs out the last second. Instinct just barely sneaks by, but he does hear another player rotate through CT. Maybe he comes to the team, and that's why they're rotating garage right now. They're playing a risky game by going
Civ is
up
so
here.
dangerous right here. Do not walk in that doorway. You will get owned. Oh no,
Civ,
he
don't
wants
do it,
to. He
Civ.
wants to.
Don't.
No,
Okay.
no. Wait.
It's like he can hear us right now. He's playing safe. He's playing
30
collected.
seconds left.
No! And there's one. He's other shotgun shot is loaded. He's waiting for Civ. Oh my god, he sprays through the door. Entry got a little overzealous there, trying to swing through and pick up Civ, but unfortunately he couldn't really do
Spike
much.
planted.
And Glyph here is peeking through the window, just spamming his deagle shots, hoping to connect something. And the janitor is here cleaning up that gun, making sure that no one can get their hands onto Cerulean's rifle. Simple Q gets 2, but Saint gets a nice collider right there with his deagle. Now it's a 1v2 situation. Namrev
One
and
enemy
Instinct. Civ! Oh, it was just up to Civ there, and he takes the 1v1 with his rifle against the Frenzy. Not much competition, but he does take some damage there.
Amazing
Crazy
save though.
round.
They got 4 guns down from Goopy Noopies.
Yeah, it's not really looking too hot right now for the Goopy Noopies, but they are able to force up a lot of weapons, but they are going to be missing some util, it looks like. Yeah, Breach is not going to be working with much, and so is the Killjoy.
Not enough shields to go around, but you know it's a sacrifice you have to make if you want to make it out of this bracket right here. These two teams are just fighting it out back to. Oh my, Instinct! He missed the teleport onto something. Wasting his money. You know you can't afford that. Your paycheck doesn't come in. The welfare check doesn't come in.
You didn't have to do him like that.
PBT's already gone. As we do have Goopy Noopies just looking up mid, trying to find anything they can right now. Not really.
Look at this angle that Instinct has in Garage. I don't know if anyone will actually walk into Garage, but it's a little tiny crack in the smoke in from window. Nah, they're taking their sweet time.
If you're
D4 once
Goopy
again.
Noopies, you know never to go Garage after what happened to.
Yeah, definitely. You don't really have much, not much to work with to clear out that angle. If you had a Sky, maybe it could help you out, or maybe
He like kind of caught here in the
He's so screwed. He does get a smoke though to try to bail him out. He didn't get out in time. He's so screwed. If they had a Killjoy Molly,
But look at Entry
Wait.
playing patient. He might be able to get 3 here if he plays his cards right, but it looks like they're struggling to run away.
Eli gets out. Eli gets out. Honestly, man, there were 2 people who could have flushed that guy out of there. Didn't have enough money to buy Util. They didn't have Killjoy nades and they didn't have the Breach Aftershock. But they do dash into C. Instinct sees the jet run by and doesn't really counter to him. And, oh my
One
god, the
enemy
jet gets
remaining.
2. And Simple Q gets the entry. And it's just up to Eli by himself in a 1v5 situation. There are some players that are weak, but they're all 5 long. There's no way that he can do anything about this. He's taking his time. He's a little scared to get onto site, but he's not meeting anyone here. He's still taking his time. He has to clear every angle. Don't know who can be where. And a flash comes out. Oh my god, he's so done for. Wait.
Imagine
Imagine if he had his ult though, and he's just mowed down everyone long. But unfortunately, he just offs the save and gets out of there. Honestly, it's not very likely you ever win this round, but Yeah, saving is the right option to do here. All 5 players are still alive from the Goopy Doopy side. And they are on the hunt for him. You know, we have Minecraft Manhunt right now. Bro, we have Eli stuck in heaven. No one really trying to get too close to it. Yeah, they're just, you know, all over the place, but not really chasing him down too hard. And Eli does get away with his rifle, but they are on a save round here for OC.
OC kind of playing the opposite of what they should be doing. They're aggressive in the early stages, but now they're a little bit too overzealous on the defense right now, overextending and getting picked off. And Goopy Noopies is doing a really good job of like picking off these players who like are picking them, and like just like boxing these people. Like they boxed Eli, but you know they're patient enough because if they overextended there, it was a possibility that entry got a 3 there, that 3K there.
Definitely.
As I say, that Goopy Noopies is opting to play more aggressive here on the save. You know, understandable this time.
But look at OC, they're all the way down window already. They had the Killjoy alarm bot there. And Entry is posted up with another stinger.
I'm getting deja vu. No.
Oh my god. Cerulean so low. And wait. The aftershock finds the Omen. He hits it just a little bit, but they're not aware of his position. He still is up mid all the way. And there are 2 players down from OC's side. And it looks like Goopy Noopy are just gonna run it up onto C. Setting up to execute. Omen flash is coming in. The Silver drone's coming in. Oh my god. Look at all that util. And then here comes a breach flash. Wait, they notice that everyone's here, so they're just gonna tuck their tails and run the other side. They know the other sides are for free, and it looks like the OC is trying to meet them back. It's a race right now to get. Oh my god! Instant kidnap one of the players on the run back, and they're making their way over to the A side. Both sides. It's a race to see who can get on the side first. And it looks like Goopy Noopies is gonna make it there first. No chance. OC can even contest. Yeah, it looks like the spike is going down, but they are inside. They're getting really aggressive. Sink goes down though. It's just up to Eli, and he goes down too. Now it's up to Instinct, but Instinct behind him. Oh my god! Simply Q. Instinct knew he was behind him though, but unfortunately could not connect that shot. Even if he did, I think he would have survived with 5 HP from that distance.
Goopy Noopies is just kind of like dominating the offense here. Kind of the opposite was happening last time right now.
Yeah, it's really like drastic different plays in from Goopy Noopies and OC. Goopy Noopies is really like, they're fast. Oh, they take their time, but when they need to be fast, they're fast. And then they're very, very disciplined. Like as you saw like on C, they saw all that util come out. Even though they were up in manpower and that they had all the util and guns, they still chose to not to play that side. Also, really good team, Goopy Noopies here.
We do see Goopy Noopies creeping up the A main here, but they're opting to go window here. Nobody is on B side. This might be the right play, but let's just say that OC Esports is looking to play towards B. Maybe they know, maybe they don't, but we're about to find out as it looks like OC Esports is looking to close up here onto B. They know that the Jet's here. They know that there's about to be an execute here. They have to fight this. They're opting to play a little bit more passive here, kind of learning from the mistakes.
Yeah, they have this Jet. He's going to clear out the Killjoy util. A breach flash does come out, but they're still very disciplined, not really moving off of this. They had the Saint get stunned. They are just waiting for the enemy OC to make a mistake, not really trying to make any mistakes of their own. But if we look on C Long here, Instinct is posted up. He's very, very deep, and a very weird off angle too. If they do opt to go C Long, this is a very dangerous position.
Entry getting
wait, but here. Instinct is going to come up, and he does get a pick on Cerulean, and he gets a pick, and he gets out of there. Nice. That's exactly what Cerulean would have done in that situation. But Civ takes both down in retaliation.
Again, Goopy Noopies is playing so passive, so patient here, waiting for the right opportunity to strike. 22 seconds left on the clock. So now they do have to act soon, and the chamber does go down to get side here. Civ opting to push this down. Not really trying to overextend too much. We do have Instinct on the other side of the wall, on the other side of the map.
It's a very strange breach, honestly. They used it, but there was no follow-up to it.
Civ blind, huge blind.
And the Jet set up for 2 nice kills, and it's just up to Entry now to 1v3. The enemies are kind of weak. This is winnable, but Namram has an inkling that he might be here. Goes for a flash, and takes him down easily. Really, really nice game sense here to expect that Entry would be on the flank after all that time.
It's just a Goopy Noopies offense diff.
Yeah, Goopy Noopies has gone flawless right now in the rounds in offense. Like, they are actually so crazy, so nice at the game.
Even when OC Esports finds the break and gets a pick early on, they somehow manage to overthrow it by getting picked off themselves. I don't know what they're doing wrong, but they need to fix this like overextending issue that they're doing.
Yeah.
But then again, it's just like good coordination from Goopy Noopies here. As the knife does come from entry here, they're looking to opt to go push mid here, but they do see that nobody's there. An explosion in the A side from Goopy Noopies here, taking the site for free basically. No real contestation. What you're supposed to do when you have Deagles and Jet Knights.
Yeah,
compared
they were
to
gambling. OC was gambling that the Goopy would go B or somewhere towards mid, but no one showed anything. Oh, but Eli goes down from Nabram and Saint trades him out right away. Sim gets a kill at this entry and Saint
One enemy remaining.
Saint takes that Sim. Now the 1v3 and
sucks.
the Jet from Goopy Noopies gets 2 right there. Securing the round, and yeah, man, OC is really struggling. They were showing some dominance early on, but now once the Goopy Noopies were in charge of the pacing of the rounds, they're really struggling.
Here.
Not much you can do here beyond the side of OC Esports, except entry buying on op here. Maybe this is what you need to shut them down.
Yeah, well, Op really punishes like fast playing, but Goopy Noopy is really disciplined, so this might not be what the answer to their problems.
I do see a default-ish like, as they are opting to go mid-garage-ish. But we do see Cerulean just opting to take A long for free right now. Getting that space.
Cerulean is kind of like trapped here though. If he does try to like turn around at all, he's going to get opt.
He hasn't spotted the op, so he doesn't know that the op is there. He hasn't come to his teammates. This could be bad for Simply Q101. He might be the one caught here.
But Instinct does get the Jet, and Civ trades out Instinct right away. There are some fights going on mid right now, but Entry, he isn't aware that Cerulean is stuck in long, but Cerulean's backing up slowly. Wait. Never mind, he's creeping up the A side, and he might actually get a backstab. We might see a knife here soon onto Entry. They are... Goopy Noopies is going to be pushing B, or C, I mean, it looks like here. Are just trying to spot it out real quick. Glyph is jump spotting once again. Does the Omen ult, finds that Glyph is backside. Only Glyph is here. They pull out the Hunter's Fury, connecting one shot, I believe, onto the enemy Silver, and after you use all that util... Wait! Look at Entry! He gets one and he dashes out right away, but
you don't know about Cerulean though. He might get
Cerulean.
30
so
seconds
deep
left.
right now behind all three. This is gonna be huge rotate, I believe. Wait, no. Entry's cut him cut off. It's gonna be bad. Wait, he might go for a knife. Saint. 1, 2. Oh my God, Cerulean gets 2 right there. It's up to Glyph in a 1v3. He gets 1.
But they don't have time to plant the bomb.
Wait, Glyph is taking his sweet time. He knows he also has a Killjoy lockdown. He puts it down. And now Entry and Glyph working with the... Oh, enemy Killjoy comes out. They are trying to run away into long.
Last player
Wait.
He's going for the safer play here, waiting for the Killjoy lockdown to go down. Honestly, if he dashed towards C long here, that would have been crazy. But there is so much Killjoy util on this side. It's going to be a rough retake.
Swarm grenade out.
There goes some Molly. He knows that
At
he is
7
long.
HP, he is 2 taps to the body here as he is opting to...
Oh, look at that. Wait.
Pros don't fake, wait.
He's playing with his food here. Oh my God, Entry! The nice one tap with Cerulean. Cerulean's getting a little cocky there. He was like peeking him with his shoulder over and over again and gave him so many chances to connect that shot. And he does. Oh, but he doesn't get back to his op in time. And that is the first round for OC on the defense side. They really needed that one. And those are amazing plays right there from Entry.
Yeah, Entry, the hero of his team right now, giving OC Esports the break that they needed, finding honestly, Entry and Cerulean just like passing by, waving hands at each other, just saying hello, tipping their hats, and playing such impact for the team. But one team had to come out victorious, and it was Entry's team.
Yeah, honestly, imagine what would have been. How would that round be different if one of them spotted each other? If they both spotted each other, even if they got into a duel, what would have happened?
I guess we will never know. This is why you come to LANs, people, to see these type of games. And we do see Entry just push up.
Oh no! He got a little overzealous right there. He did have the Hunter's Fury behind him to back him up, but an enemy op right now. OC with the op, and Saint with the huge stun. Not really following up on his own stun. This Jet, his stun can't even scope it with his op. And they're stuck outside of B main. Really stuck with their thumbs, twiddling their thumbs right now, and simply... Eli was trying to flank and simply shut him down right away. And now it looks like they're OC is trying to go to the A side right here. They are leaving behind Cerulean, not OC, sorry, Goopy Noopies. Cerulean is going to be looking up B once again. Might be able to get another 2K right here. Looking up all the way.
Wait.
He has no idea. No way. He's
Wait.
going with the knife. No. He gets one on the shoot, off the Saint, and he's getting his rifle. He loads a bullet and he takes down Glyph. This is a dream of a game for Cerulean. Oh my god.
Oh my days.
There's no way. Cerulean, what are you doing?
Calling my
There's no way you ever would go for that, you ballsy man. And that is match point right here for the side of Goopy Noopies.
Placing
Oh
alarm
my
bot.
god. And OC, they don't have much money to work with. They have 4 sheriffs and a rifle. This is gonna be a rough defense. And they gotta make it count.
If you're Goopy Noopies right now, you're in the ballpark. You just have to score a layup. Do not mess this up. Every round counts here.
OC does get that ult orb by A long, and then Q get the jet knives. This might be the saving grace what they need. And even though that Goopy Noopies is working with so much of an advantage here, they are playing very disciplined. And Cerulean gets a nice one-tap onto Glyph. But Glyph takes a lot of damage, and he gets a deagle headshot, and Glyph with 5 HP. Instinct is trying to go up all the way. Oh no, that's a huge play right there from Cerulean, playing off his turret, trading him right there. And this might be a problem.
Yeah, Cerulean finding the picks that they need. Only Saint on site here. Not much he can find, but he is the one man with the rifle.
Oh, Saint gets a humongous flash, gets 2, and makes it a 3v2 situation here. Entry does have the knives, but Eli is working with only a sheriff here. This could be a dream right here. They do fake the plant, get a flash out. Eli goes for his
I love
ballsy.
the entry to save you here.
Oh my god, that shot, Eli connects. Entry gets into sight. The jet versus jet. The entry gets that nice kill onto the jet. He jumps over the box and he takes down Eli simply. Look at that, entry's fucking nuts. Oh my god. Excuse me, sorry for Mr. Swain right there.
Just when you think the round's over, you get stuff like this. Entry just saving his team. Eli getting the crucial pick onto Saint.
What a crazy comeback story right there.
But still, just look at OC Esports money. They can't afford anything. The welfare check still has to come in. It comes in tomorrow, and they don't have until tomorrow. They need to force up here.
Yeah, they did have enough money to buy an op, but they threw it onto the ground, so it's not refundable anymore. So they are
Well, look at the position Entry is playing. He's in the right spot here, but he does get trembled here as they are opting to play a little bit fast here. Kind of unspoken from this team right now. Entry, do they know they have a op?
There's no chance. I think that they're poor here. He goes undetected. The jet from Goopy Noopies is stuck in that corner, but Entry has no clue that he's in there. He gets a swing, and he takes him down right away. Jet diff. And he's holding this long angle and waiting for someone to try to trade him out, but Goopy Noopies, they're disciplined. They know we just don't peek that guy ever again. They sacrificed their one player, and they are trying to creep up B. There is a Killjoy util here.
What, the TP?
Yeah, that TP was quite unnecessary, I think. It made some sound and alerted them that they're here. They pop a Killjoy nade right away off that sound. Little preempt. There is the alarm bot right in the choke point right there. They are going to use all their util, try to execute in. There's a lot of smokes in this choke, so it's going to be hard to get a flash off. They are going to actually change their mind and turn around, go towards this garage area. They send the smoke into the window right away, send a drone. They spot out to the Killjoy zone. But they see there's 2 players on the C side, but even still with the 2 players there, they still try to peek it. Eli gets a nice pick onto Cerulean.
Life looks like he's about to
3v5.
encounter 3 men in window here. He's playing
Look at
this
this.
spot perfectly.
Oh, it gets traded out right away from Namrem, and Simply Q takes Instinct down. A nice
But
flash up from
Eli
Saint.
gets a trade. It's
Oh,
just up to
1v3.
Saint. Bridge v bridge. Who's the better bridge here? Anyone's
Gets a
games
nice
right now.
shot. Yeah, honestly, after
The
that round
tables
win,
are-
there's
the
a lot of
tables
money
are
on the table. Look at that. There's no way. This is a crazy game, especially from Entry and Cerulean, honestly. Cerulean, especially with that knife play earlier. Put a little salt in the wound. But even with that happening, Entry is not phased, and he still goes crazy on that run after that.
And Cerulean telling them that they fell off, and OC Esports responding in, but that's just what I needed to hear to come back. But look at Entry's positioning. He's opting to go mid here, knowing that they do peek mid a lot here, but just
quite
not.
Dangerous spot from Entry. Actually, not too dangerous. He is a bit of a tight angle, but they are going to walk him to garage for free. There's no one contesting it at all. They are Goopy Noopies are just going to take this C site, and they drop the lockdown in garage. Look at this Omen TP in the backside.
Wait.
Oh, it simply takes on Satan. The Jet also takes on Instinct. Now it's a 5v3. This is gonna look really rough, especially with that deep Killjoy lockdown. They got forced up so far, and then they're kind of onto Cerulean. They know that he lurks. They're trying to, or at least Entry was looking behind him for a bit. But look at this! Cerulean once again!
Flash.
No, going out to knife! Oh my god!
Attackers win.
What a player, Cerulean. Oh my god!
Oh my days.
What a crazy game, honestly.
It was such a close game at the end, and there was no round where there wasn't anything crazy going on in this game. It seemed like, as Goopy Noopies does take the W here, just playing their lead really good. But OC Esports just like finding the break they needed and converting it into like 3 rounds in a row there.
Honestly,
Amazing gameplay from both teams.
hopes were not too high for me for the side of Goopy Noopy since the beginning, because what we heard that OC was the favorite of this tournament, that they were expected to win everything, but Goopy Noopies changed the tables. Really, we don't really know much about this team, but they kind of put on a show right here and taking down the favorite of the tournament.
Yeah, Goopy Noopies being a walk-in team, they walked in, they showed what they had, and they're gonna walk out, maybe with the prize pool here, as they do advance to the next round.
Yeah, especially with the plays that they are definitely a crowd favorite. I would assume Cerulean, especially with that knife kill earlier, and all these like lurks up mid. Oh my god! But yeah, that was our second game, and we'll be casting 2 more games after this. So don't go anywhere. And anyone at the LAN, that I'm sad I didn't get to see that live in person. That was crazy. I honestly, we have our interviews coming up real soon, but I really hope that we might get Cerulean on the interview. That'd be really cool. But yeah, see you guys in a bit. We'll be back.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to Fireside Cast coverage of the Unified All-In 2023 Expo. We're doing coverage for the $1,000 Valorant LAN tournament, and I am here with the winners of our recent match, the Goopy Noopies in-game leader, Aura, reprising that Jet role and the calling role. How are we feeling after that match? Because it felt like it was slowly losing grip of your hands, but you were able to pull it out towards the end after a bit of mishaps.
Yes. So, my team and I being somewhat like a newly made team, we kind of look for openings and gaps to build our momentum based off of. So what you've seen on the first half was a bit rocky, especially in terms of my calls and sort of like our setups. But once we went to the second half, we were just able to create our own tempo and just kind of force out how we wanted to play the map. And we managed to close it out, surprisingly.
I think the biggest question on your attack half was, or I mean, to start off, you guys started off on defense to start off this game, and you guys, I believe, went down at the half. I believe 7-5. You were only at 5 rounds. It felt like you guys had a bit of it. Guys were a bit shocked at the opening pistol round where they did a Sova dart into C, breach fault line towards the cubby towards garage, and then you guys pretty much lost that pistol round. And then slowly but surely, you guys were just trying to figure out what the name of the game was for OC Esports' attack half. But then when it came to attack half, for you guys won that very crucial pistol round where it seemed like having Glyph on B there for the Killjoy for OC Esports. Nemrem wins that 1v1 on site, trades himself out, wins it, and then you guys just run coast to coast. And most of that attack half was Cerulean's lurks on the Killjoy and you getting multi-kill entries. What was the difference between your attack and defensive half in terms of the calling style?
So I definitely believe that my calling is kind of broad, but I'm able to relay some kind of like ideas to my teammates on how to play certain rounds and stuff. But I mostly kind of keep everybody in check. So compared to like our attack and defense half, defense it was a bit rocky. I was trying to find momentum myself as a player, but also keeping everybody in check. And our attack, it was just all about like, let's do this. If this happens, then we do that. So like it was just based off protocols, and I was able to get like a little bit more in depth on our attack. Pretty much because I get to determine the tempo and how we approach a round, especially since I'm dueling and IGLing. So kind of, I'd say the biggest difference, like aside from Cerulean popping off and me getting like some initial kills, we were just able to kind of take what we want to do mid-round based off of those like openings in the beginning.
And I think one of the big telling points of that attack half for you guys on the Goopy Noopy side was just punishing that A aggression. I feel like there were a few times where OC Valorant tried to take space towards sewers or A long and tried to push up towards short, and you guys punished it. I feel like there were multiple rounds where simply on the Sova, because he was playing back and you guys had the Hunter's Fury online for the majority of that half, and knowing that OC Valorant's what was it? The ult economy was pretty bad for them, and they just need to focus down on killing your Sova. But every time Simply was just aware of it and caught entry, or I think it was Eli or Instinct pushing up, and that was really, really clutch. But also Namram's ability to set you up with Civ's paranoia on the Omen to get you to entries. Were you calling originally just to like play around you in those aggressive pushes, or were you just trying to figure out, okay, let's see if they push up A really, really early on, and then we'll just go from there?
So, in terms of calling, I do a lot of stuff that's early round. So like during the buy phase, I would kind of say I want to play this round this certain way. But for like mid round, based on the information that they relay to me, either I would like micromanage or kind of like tell them what to do on certain like parts of the map, or they would just kind of do it on the fly. So for instance, like Civ and Namram just like stunning and blinding for me to go in. That's kind of on them. I don't really like to tell them how to do certain things unless I'm really confident on like this certain fight. But in terms of like getting kills or like re-clearing a certain space, those type of plays would be pretty much my calls, yes. So like re-clearing A after they aggress on A, then yeah, that would be my type of calls.
So pretty much just have like a basic default or a basic game plan or approach to the round, and then you
Exactly.
rather than microing the players, you just have that macro game plan, and then the players are based on how the round flows. Each player makes their own individual decision that contributes to how the team eventually ends the round. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I have really smart players, and I'm not the type of person to micromanage. I think that kind of like clouds comms and also
Right.
makes it seem like a dictatorship rather than leadership. So yeah.
Spoken like a true leader he is. The Genghis Khan art of war. The
Sir.
battle may have been lost a few times early on, but in the end they won the war. So that being said, I feel I wanted to go back to little bit earlier. There were towards the end, you guys found yourselves in a few clutch scenarios that you guys just weren't able to net out. And I was surprised watching it and trying to analyze the match. You guys didn't take a pause towards the tactical pause when things were slowly growing out of your hands. But what was the mental there towards the end when they started calling back just a tiny inch?
So like discrediting OC, they're an extremely strong team, and I knew this heading into our match. But I just like to say, like, all of my teammates are like really cool and calm and collected. I think the only time we would ever really try to take a timeout is to make like a really in-depth strategy and kind of like a philosophy how they play. But so far, they just play some pretty standard Haven strats. So like aggressing out A and giving up CU with like CU till. That's pretty standard. Like we all know this. I kind of installed it into their brain even before heading into the match. So we understood how we should play certain things, and like when it comes down to like just mid-rounding and we're kind of lost, I kind of keep everybody in check. So maybe we could have taken an attack pause, but I feel like we're just too smart enough to just kind of give OC a time to like their thoughts since we're in the lead pretty much.
And big takeaway from this match is probably the start or the starting half where you started off on defense. What are your takeaways from that? Because it was the weaker side of the halves,
For sure.
But it's obviously because you're starting the match. You still have to warm up, get a feel for how the other team plays, and get a feel for how your team is going to adjust to it. What is the takeaway for your defense half moving forward?
So the takeaways for defense half is kind of like being more cohesive and taking spaces that we really need for retakes. Because we retake a lot, but some of us have some like individual performances where we're getting kills. I think what we really need is just cohesiveness and kind of being on the same page about what we're going to do if this happens or what we're going to do if that happens. Kind of like X and Y responses.
Okay, I gotcha. So we don't want to hold you too long because you got to go get set up against Columbia College. I do want to give a quick shout because I know a certain somebody is watching, Mr. Connor Goopy Noopy Knudsen. Would you like to give a little elegy to my good friend here?
Yeah, I just like to say, Connor, Mr. Goopy Noopy, everything that you've kind of gave us and supported us throughout all the tough times in Equinox, we really appreciate it. All right, we are gonna honor this victory to you and everything that happens in this land. I'm even wearing this maid dress just for you. I mean, hopefully you're proud of that. But yeah,
Any other shout outs to anybody else? Because I do have a few people that are supporting the squad here. I have Cammy Rocks. I have Why Not Tony in the Twitch chat. Anybody you want to give some shout outs to?
I like to give out shout out to my friend Tony. Honestly, he's been like my ride or die recently, even though we've been like a bit rocky in some certain spots, but we managed to just bounce back. That's my guy right there. Hopefully I'll see you soon in August. See you in LA. And I like to give a shout out to all the supporters out there that's kind of supporting us. This is like a newly made roster. Like we just don't know what we're heading into, but I'm confident in all of us.
Well, confident indeed. Everybody was talking around the block locally saying that OC Esports were the favorites, but I guess that may have been the grand finals preview, but who knows, because we have Columbia College coming up next. Thank you, Ara. We'll see you again in just a few moments. But
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks again. And
Thanks
we'll go to a quick break and we'll be back. Okay, guys, welcome back to the Unified Esports All-In 2023 Expo. We are doing the upper bracket finals, and we have some new faces here. It's no longer GRAPE and Omarmxbee. It is me, Jay, and with me is VicForVendetta making his debut for the day. We're both making our debuts, and we are on Fireside Cast. Just proud to be doing this $1,000 Valorant LAN tournament. Columbia College is making their first appearance on this broadcast. They went through the other side of the bracket, made it through the semifinals, and now we are in the upper bracket finals. Vic, how are we doing?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing, by the way, today, Jay?
Dude, I'm doing great. We just had a very intense match between OC Esports and the Goopy Noopies here, and Goopy Noopies now progress to face Columbia College as we are into the Asian Select. We are on Icebox, actually. So this is our first time seeing Icebox on the broadcast. It was Haven second, Pearl first to start the day. Bans, let's go over them real quick. Goopy Noopies started with the first ban on Fracture. Columbia College ban Split. Goopy Noopies ban Ascent. Pearl is next by Columbia, Lotus, then Haven, and now we ended up on Icebox with Goopy Noopies on defense and Columbia College on attacker side, and we see almost a mirrored comp. Actually, it's a mirror comp from both teams, just like last match, Vic.
I was going to say there's a lot of interesting picks this round. I mean, Goopy Noobies played amazingly last round, but definitely an Icebox will be kind of an interesting map. Seeing a lot of the same picks from the last game as well that I'm noticing right now.
Yeah, so Sage is generally good here to block off halls towards Kitchen. Most teams have kind of, like some teams at the higher level in VCT Lock-in, they opted to not go for the Sage on Icebox, but Sage allows you to have some sneaky plants like towards the corner side on A, or you can block off halls and just prevent a flank, but that Sage wall, eventually with time, I believe it's a 45-second duration before the wall eventually starts to crack. And then Viper, Killjoy recently introduced into the meta since the Chamber nerfs. I know, Vic, you're a Chamber main, so...
I know, I'm so bad. I'm so sorry, everyone. I was so addicted to Chamber. And then seeing all the updates, I'm glad to see more people into the rotation, though. I will say that.
So we're here on Icebox with, once again, Goopy Noopy starting on defense, Columbia College starting on attack, and it looks like Columbia College are gearing towards the early Viper wall setup towards B, with Viper actually lurking, so they might be just trying to take some map control, get some information before they figure out where everybody is set up on Goopy Noobies before they enable their attack, and the recon drone is out early, Vic.
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of these things right now. Oh my god, and the recon drone going down, sadly.
There's a fight towards A.
Yeah, it's getting kind of like crazier and crazier, my god. A lot of them flanking around back as well. Looks like a lot of them are pushing onto B as well. That wall being such a utility. My god, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, right now they've expended all their gas amount on both Vipers. So the wall and the Vipers orb for the attackers and defending Viper just go down. And now they're going to call on Columbia College that they've brought enough bodies towards B. With that pick 2 and the Viper being down to 10 HP for Goopy Noobies, they're just going to go back towards A. But in Nest here simply on the Sage roll, just hearing Lycan, but he only hears one person's footsteps. He could catch the jump here. Misses the shot. Does finalize the kill.
My god. Them being down 1 is just amazing to me. Attackers, both teams down 1 now at the moment. It's kind of rotating over.
Jimsy!
Can't use this yet.
Down to 6 HP from the Viper's Orb, DK, and the Nano Swarm, but they still managed to get the plant off, and they have the Sage Wall up. This is a very difficult retake here, Ben.
Yeah, this is getting really intense. KJ's turret buying him so much more room than it should. My god, but it's looking like it's working out well. Oh my god! Oh! Getting some amazing shots. Holy crap.
But Simply's gonna push up here towards yellow, and he might have to jump here, but the Jet holding the angle does go down, but Simply's gonna walk up, catches Buzzer on the reload, is gonna sandwich the Sage, but doesn't get the kill! Jimsy, 1v2! Did he have enough time? No!
No
So
way
close.
they do, right?
That's enough time for the defuse. And Goopy Noopies, despite starting off the round at a huge disadvantage in terms of numbers and HP, they'll get the first round off of a 2v1 scenario.
Yeah, this is just insane. I mean, there were a lot of just beautiful plays. The Viper wall being amazing. Sage holding A, just getting a pick off on the enemy Viper as well. It's just, there were so many good things that went well that round that I'm really happy about overall.
It seems like Columbia College, they're gonna start off the rounds by using up using the recon drones to sniff out any close corners on B. Then they pretty much took a Mexican standoff towards the B site with all the Viper utility being engaged on both sides, and then it just ended up like they were just trying to figure out where to go, where everybody was, and then they eventually ended on B after Lycon had like sprung the trap and sprung the rotates. But here, now, Columbia College, having lost the pistol round, they're gonna walk up in the kitchen, but this turret is gonna sound the alarms here for the defensive side.
Oh my god, what a tight-knit area to be fighting too. Amazing KJ and Turret being able to just determine where people are right now. KJ's getting ready to try and get a few picks. The entire team crowded in this one little hallway, ready for anything that might happen, or in case blanks do occur. Oh my god. Silva Arrow also being able to detect at least something. Slowly pushing up to see if they can get a few more picks. And I'm really happy. I mean, how do you feel about this?
Well, they've currently at a standstill, but Cerulean's going to take initiative here, catches the killjoy, looking the other way. I have a map, and Cerulean is lucky to make it out alive, has the teammates to back him up towards Boiler, which is the Sova Namram, but blocked off by the Viper's orb, won't be able to see anything past that smoke, so fights have been disengaged. But Aura catches up, pushes up towards Jail, does kill Calvin on the rotate towards A, and this is really bad right now, because that Marshall's a one-shot, one kill if it
30
connects.
seconds left.
Hopefully the Sage will be able to get a few picks. Oh my god! Sadly the Sage missing a few shots here and there. Oh my
Spike
goodness!
down A.
The Marshall picks being astounding on this Jet.
Oh, wait,
No way!
He's going for the ace, but simply... Aura putting on some style points on the Jet, just playing the map with the Jet's abilities, using it like a jungle playground, walks up onto the pipeline, hits a nice one-shot, dashes in, simply walks up off of that distraction, and just kills the remaining player. Sure, it's not the ace, but they don't drop any player. So this bonus round, they'll be fully prepared with armor and negligible consequences to the economy. Even better if they actually win it on the side of Goopy Noopies.
Honestly, I agree. A lot of definitely on CC side, definitely a lot of attackers buying light armor this round, possibly trying to save a few funds for next round that might happen. But looks like a lot of sidelines are also being killed as well.
There's a kitchen push-up here between the Sage, Aura, and Simply. So they're going to have a huge sandwich here, but this Killjoy turret is still within range, so it will spot them as Aura peeks, and now the gig is up. Oof. They need to go fast with the Viper wall and the Nano Swarms here. This is going to be such a rough push.
It's getting bigger and bigger. Both Vipers putting down their walls practically perpendicular of each other, trying to cover both visions. Oh, KJ almost getting a kill. No! Sage
overrun.
to get a pick. Oh my god. This Sage wall buying as much room as it can. This Viper wall coming back up. Oh my god.
One enemy remaining.
No! Viper sadly going down. How do you feel about all this? I mean, come on. This is insane.
It is kind of crazy, but we are down to the 1v2. The spike is with Jimsy. But wait! He does res Calvin, baiting in that rogue push from the Sova Namran, but Namran comes out worse for wear on 14 HP. And now with that res, Columbia College, they're gonna book it, hightail it all the way towards B site. Sage leading the charge here. Needs to get some opening space here, because if they don't take any ground here, they could be susceptible to the push from Snowman, which is the Killjoy, but Cerulean, the recon dart will make him think better of it. And now now he has to wait for Namran on the rotate, but Sage pushing up very early in during the fight. Jimsy is going to take this fight, but Namran,
oh my!
They combine with a 1-2 punch, and now it's just up to Calvin here. Has to push up towards kitchen side. Now he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. One enemy in front of him and one behind his back. Cerulean walks up and just catches him at the right time, off guard.
That was a hell of a sandwich, my goodness. I don't even know what I would have done in that situation. Being able to just getting pulled up by both sides at the same time is just such a nightmare. I can't believe it. What a crutch revive, though, honestly.
Honestly, I guess it was kind of like a peanut butter jelly sandwich. He was the peanut butter, but he was just missing the jelly there. And if he had had duo there, he might have been able to clutch it, you know. But
Yeah.
just not having that weaponry. The Spectre isn't that good past mid range, really. So if he had had a Phantom, maybe the grass could have been greener on the other side for the side of Columbia College. But now, look at this. Bonus round goes in favor of Goopy Noopies, and the economy is just going to be swelling to the brim here. Actually, it's not as good as I thought it was. Only Namran with the most on 5,000 credits, but they've upgraded here to the operator here. And Columbia College is just going to full send it towards A.
I'm excited to see how this turns out, first of all. Wow, the Sage slow buying them. A little bit of room, actually. Jet walk in with the op is even crazier. My god. Oh my god. Trades left and right. A lot of them only walking with Sheriff for a few the kills they could get and few picks. I'm excited to see how this turns out.
Kelvin takes point with the Spectre, but doesn't win the fight towards screens. The gun advantage is too good for Namran there on the Sova. And he's going to rotate towards Rafters here. Civ on the screens. The Viper and the Killjoy are going to pair up here, try to take Maze together, but they find a Sage Wall in their way. But it actually enables Divine with the jump, but he misses the shots! Civ's going to walk up here to fight. Gets the kill on the Viper!
Oh my god, what a cleanup crew. My goodness. There were some insane shots. That Sage Wall just being one of the most obnoxious things ever, I swear. Such good placement for that, actually. Buying them a few kills here and there. And, of course, they get the defuse.
It's looking really rough here, honestly.
Yeah. I'm just happy. I mean, let's look at the weapon economy. We get another op now on the Sova? Never mind. Passed over back to the Jet. A lot of money from the CC to be able... Sorry, Goopy Noobies be able to play with. And looks like CC's getting hit a little bit harder than I thought they would, actually. What do you think they're going to do?
I think if I'm Columbia College here, I'm going to take a Sova Dart to clear off close jail, because since they know that the Jet is online with the operator Aura for Goopy Noobies, probably going to go for a forward aggression push, but Aura's actually positioned towards B, so they don't even need to use the recon dart here, but it might be better to do it, have some security, clear the close corners, and they don't spawn anything towards jail, so they're going to actually walk it up towards A, and Divine's going to be the focal point here, but look at the screens and jail, the screens and nest hold between Namram and Simply. Simply's going to be the focal point here, while Namram usually distracts with the utility, and may even do a Sova Dart here off the Viper's wall here, as Columbia College push into sight, but I don't think that's going to be the case. They're just going to play it slow default here in Columbia College, figure out the map, but they actually got a lurk here towards B-side. Civ just pushing too early, and now that means the Viper's pit leaves the A site more weak for the Goopy Noobies hold, and B's even weaker. It's just Aura with the operator towards yellow.
God, hopefully there's going to be a good few peeks here. Oh my god, please. Ooh, using the dash to get out of the way. Another missed shot, sadly. Hopefully they can at least get one more through it. Dash on recharge right now, and the op's still in the hands of the Jet. Looks like the rest of Goopy Noobies are just rotating around right now. And all of Columbia is just on B point right now, watching. I'd be terrified, honestly, of the op coming out.
With Cerulean going down, I think they might want to think better of this push. Simply does get the kill and res the Sif. But wait! There was another person! Another danger man there towards B main! It was Buzzer chilling in the backlines, kills the revive and the Sage, simply wasting his ultimate there, essentially. And Aura would come out. That's actually 2 ults wasted on the side of Goopy Noobies. The Resurrection and the Blade Storm. Not what you want to see. They could have saved it for next round.
Yeah, they could have. And now them being down just 2 ultimates is just going to be the change of the game now. I mean, Columbia being able to just go on the attacker's side is just going to be crazy. They have 2 ultimate to 1, and definitely that could change the name of the game in anyone's favor. If played right, of course. I'm excited to see, though. Hopefully Viper is going to put a wall in a different area. No, that's actually a really good wall, actually. But it looks like all the attackers are going to go move over to B side. Oh, God, I hope this round goes well. I'm hoping.
Look at the Jet here on the defensive side. Aura really pushed up here, looking at the close beam angle, but this recon drone just sniffs him out like a rat, and Aura now has to back up toward yellow. The thing about holding here on Jet is if you go aggressive, you always have a few angles to fall back on, and the second one is yellow here. Missing the shot though, and now getting pushed on and encroached upon by the other Jet. This could be very bad for Aura. Is he trying to hold the angle? Divine walks up, but Aura hits first, tries to do the cloud storm, but isn't able to get it off on time and will go down, gets traded out, and now the 4v4 with the Viper's pick going out too, Vic.
This is crazy. I mean, the Jet getting a pick at such a close range. Viper ult buying room. Oh, it's getting better and better every second. Everyone blindly shooting into the Viper ult. Hopefully they get at least a pick here or there. Oh my god. getting closer and closer. Bombs planted, and time is ticking down for them to try and defuse it over time. Oh, it's getting more crazy. No!
Hit two, not good, but the nanoswarms have to be engaged. But wait, there's a security insurance policy here. It's the recon, it's the hunter, but he doesn't play back. Instead, he chooses to play forward to try to support the team. And with overwhelming numbers and good positioning, that Viper's Pit actually exposed Divine towards yellow, the Jet for Columbia College, and it costed them the round because of it. And then Lycon gets hit by the recon bolt in the Viper's Pit, and he goes down. So it's just the beginning of the end for Columbia College in that retake.
Yeah, they even managed to retake the op as well, passing it right back to the Jet, ready to pick off any Columbian College person who might round B corner. A lot of amazing plays, though, played by everyone. I mean, hopefully everything goes well this round. Economy looking kind of tight, though, on Columbia College's part. Someone sticking with a classic this round to try and save.
Oh, it's a Blade Storm on the Jet.
Oh, never mind. Hopefully A is just going to be taken by all of defense. A lot of attackers just prepping themselves. How much utility being wasted over there?
This recon drone actually hits Aura again. The recon drone has Aura's number, but Aura has been able to get a pick in these situations where he's in a position to fall back safely. But 4 players here for Columbia College with the Killjoy on the lurk. They're in for a rude awakening here. There's 3 people on A site here with the Civ behind the Viper's wall too, but Aura gets the opening pick, Namor gets 1 too, and Civ has been activated too. They all get 1 apiece, the 3 defenders on the A site, and the jumping classic from Aura on the Jet is just an embarrassment. It's left up to Buzzer all the way back, sitting lonely in jail here. Not too good, actually on the ramp side now.
I mean, I know that Buzzer would be able to pop off a little bit, but honestly, if I was them, I would just back up. There's no way. But I believe them trying to take a few pot shots here and there. No! Peeking sideline with the Jet, dying sadly, and this round being over. 1 more point to Goopy Noopies on this one. How do you think attack's gonna switch over?
Well, hold that thought, Vic. There's a timeout here. A tactical pause for the Columbia College squad. And I have to think about it, because this attack half, they've really been choked upon by the Viper's Pit, the Killjoys, Nanoswarm, and the Alarm Bot, the turret. There's so much here going with this Icebox comp that really favors a good defense here, as long as you can keep the enemy team from encroaching upon the site too quickly. And right now, Columbia College's slow pace have been punishing them. If they had just upped the tempo a little bit, and they also actually... The negative part, the con of this comp is that you don't have any flashes. The only thing that you can rely on in terms of entry is the Sova's Recon toolkit or the Jet's Smoke and Dash, really, to say the least. So I'm really curious here how Columbia College are going to force Aura off the angles, because they start off really well. They recon drone him out of the positions that he takes on forward angles, like for example they're like on A site boxes towards A main, but after that they don't have any other util to flush him out. So Aura was there to get a 3K, and I'm wondering how they're going to be able to shut that down. Vic is a huge proponent of the defense side here on Goopy Noopies.
Just hopefully do that time when they were able to get some of those points across, because if they just need to get faster. I mean, as long as they can take that point immediately, and then somehow the Jet or the Sova manage to get some kind of recon, I feel like it's going to be a lot more better right now. But as we continue to watch, Viper getting a few good smokes actually as we watch everything. Sova being able to hit at least a dart, I believe, but almost all of the Columbia College going down on this point. Oh my god. Bulldog kill. Ooh. Oh my god! This Sage getting a little crazy with it. Bulldog kills left and right.
No, Cerulean's going for the knife! Cerulean's going for the knife! Oh no! Oh, that smells troubles!
No way.
That smells troubles, and he can get the resurrection, but everybody's dead on his team towards A main. The Sova's guarding the bodies. He's gonna wall off mid and go towards B. Cerulean, oh my goodness, what have you done, my dear lad? You may have just costed your team the round. It's just up to Namron, doesn't have much able to go off, and he walks into the Sage. So now, with those sound cues towards the wall being broken, Germsy knows where he is.
Oh my god, this is getting crazier. The Sage being able to pull it out and being able to kill so many people is just insane. Not even getting the knife kill either. This is definitely looking like it's in Columbian College's favor at the moment.
Oh my gosh, I don't think Namron's in anticipation of where Germsy is because of the plant's position. So Germsy has the jumper, but he gets the ace!
Oh.
A 1v4! Or 1v. There's a 1v5.
What a play! There were so many things that were just so crazy in that. Do you think the knife play was actually needed though? That's what I'm saying right now.
I mean, you want to put some style points, and now you may have just given Columbia College back into this game, a way back, and I don't know, that may be a bit of a demoralizer. Let's say that. Let's say that for the Goopy Noopies, but they're in a comfortable position in terms of economics and the gun economy and the overall aspect of the game, so it should just be a small blip, Vic.
Honestly, I agree with you. I mean, but if we also look at the economy at the moment, Jet using the rest of their credits right now to purchase another op, which is like, it's kind of crazy. This Jet's going all in, definitely.
Watch the defensive Viper here, Vic, pushing up towards A main. This could be a very huge pick onto the other Viper. That's the Viper wall down towards B. It's gonna go down. They're just gonna have the Sage wall to work with for the plant. And Columbia College, if this Sage wall goes down, it spells troubles. They're gonna try to get the plant up, but there's everything being thrown at this plant. And Calvin, he's trying to find a way to plant, and he's getting hit by Nano Swarm left, right, and center. This is so bad, but they have gotten the pick at the back lines. Or Snowman, at least.
Everything's just like, this is just getting crazier and crazier. Some of these mollies being unbelievably amazing by the Killjoy. It looks like everyone's taking it slow a little bit right now to see if they can get a few more picks off. Oh god. The Killjoy ult going down. Possibly being able to get everyone here, actually. Everyone just playing around the Sage wall that was perfectly placed. My god.
It's gonna get teamed by this though, as you can see. Oh, actually, no, manages to get away from the last second. But the Calvin preemptively pops 100 through. It is gonna catch up Namron towards Snowman. And Civ trying to react, trying to back up his teammate as he gets encroached upon, gets killed. And Divine tops it off with a 3K. Columbia College, they're coming back roaring, loud and proud.
Definitely. I mean, just that one round of being able to boost morale seems like it's already changing a lot of the plays that they're doing currently. Seems like that timeout was definitely really needed. I'm grateful to see a lot of these amazing plays. I mean, they're getting faster, they're getting picks off that they need, they're putting utility in better places. It looks like they're already learning. And it's getting scary.
Economy. The gun economy is so bad right now, they're forced into an eco. This could have been 7-1. 7-1, mind you, if nobody had gone for some Mickey Mouse plays. And now they're being punished on Goopy Noopies. The Viper's pit towards Pipe is actually gonna repent the A aggression here for Columbia College, so now they might want to set their sights on A, because now that the recon drone has been expended towards B side, they won't be able to sniff the Vipers out of the pit, unless they just get a preemptive spam here from Germsy here, just if he has wall hacks, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is just such a good ult, by the way, on the Viper as well, trying to defend this point the best they can. Looks like they're all spreading around, though. Hopefully the Killjoy being able to get a few picks through the flank. Oh my god, all this gunfire.
Oh my goodness, Germany just inches away from getting that spam onto the Viper Civ. And Cerulean and Civ, they catch Lycan just trying to dangle around the ropes, and it's just a bloodbath. They're walking into the meat grinder. Germany does reply with one, but his team, they can't back him up. Eco, thrifty round, they walk into the danger pit and they get thrown into a pack of wolves. They're just so hungry on the side of Goopy Noopies, and they come out with gory and guts. Oh my gosh.
I just can't believe it. I mean, you're right. This would have been just such a higher score on Goopy Noopies if it wasn't for that. A few interesting plays overall, but hopefully it can come back. I mean, Columbia's definitely pulling themselves together a lot faster. A lot of these good plays. I mean, it feels, the score's a little insane, but I feel like it's going to be even on both sides no matter what happens, as long as they continue to play a little bit faster and a little bit looser.
This is crazy now, because look at this. Buzzer's down to a sheriff for Columbia College, and look at this. They're going for the mid-split, and it's just being fragged left, right, and center. It's green and red on the leaderboard, but the res isn't protected. Divine gets dropped by Cerulean, and it's just up to the Viper and the Killjoy, who came in from B main. And it's a 2v4. 2v4 with Aura here on top of site. Has his eyes set on that B main opening, but well, there might be a bit of a little crack here in the defensive hold if they can just find a really good timing here if you're Columbia College.
I agree with you. The stress is definitely building. Each and every second that ticks down just means that this Viper and Killjoy has to do something. They have to try and get one pick. And if they can just manage to shoot right through the needlehead, they could definitely break this defense instantly.
Just on top of sight. They know, and they drop Aura. Oh no, it's up to the killjoy here. Left on site, has an air swim, and Lycan's just having a gargantuan effort here, but he's surrounded from all corners. Cerulean caps it off with a 4K, and Goopy Noopies. They stopped the bleeding.
Yeah, that just destroyed all the hope that that round could have gone. But hopefully with a new round, there's a new me. And I know that this is going to go well. A lot of interesting plays on the last round, too. I mean, the Viper walls have just been excellent. I just have to say that. And the Sage walls as well. There's been a lot of good plays from both of those players. And I'm excited to see a lot more, actually.
Consider this. If they lose the half 9-3 Columbia College, there is a curse that has been activated upon the Goopy Noobies. But they can close the gap a little bit if they win a 4th round, but that curse, that 9-3 curse, won't be enabled. So they're going to start off again with Old Loud and Proud, Old Faithful, the recon drone sniffing out the close corner towards Maze, towards close right. And they're going to go fast on the side here, but there's nobody on site, actually. They're going to play for the retake if you are the Goopy Noobies. They know they have the gun advantage, and actually Divine's going to go on top of screens, but gets caught up by Simply through the wall.
Oh my god! This really does spell a lot of trouble, Jay.
Look at this flank from Calvin. Calvin has 2 coming up at bat. Has to hold it. He gets the cane and he loses the fight.
1 enemy remaining.
My god. And with the defuse, that's just another point. Oh, wait. Oh.
Civ. Sid Meier's Civilization 5.
Just managed to get just all those kills are
Switching
astounding.
sides.
God, 4 in a row. And with this side switch, hopefully this goes even better. How do you feel about this? Do you think Goopy Noob is going to pull out of the bag with the defense?
To be fair, it took some Herculean efforts from Germsy to bring it back for them, and other than that, they've really fallen flat on their attack half for Columbia College. So I think the way to get back in is just to get your duelist online, because Divine is 5-13, didn't have a very hot start to this game. He's been pretty cold so far, but if there's a way to get some confidence back, it's a pistol round. Has a Sheriff too, so going for the 1 taps to the head might enable him.
I agree. Definitely expending a lot of funds, though, at least on their side. Actually, I take that back. Looks like both teams are doing their best they can to try and save as many credits as they can, actually.
Well, he's going to take the focal point here towards mid, and actually, they just trade pot shots. Nobody comes out worse for wear. And on the side of Columbia College, they're going to have to rely on Buzzer here. He's the only line of defense here as Germsy does rotate. The turret goes down. Aura does shoot it down, losing a bit of HP, but overall, they've lost the only form of reconnaissance that there could be a B attack aside from the Viper wall going up on the side of Goopy Noobies. It's the turret. So now, they're kind of blind in the dark here on what's going on in B, but Lycan from long range, look at where he is. He was on Raptors and he kills a guy on top of Belt.
I'm so stuck for words right now with some of these, like, amazing plays. Jed using dash, though, to get out of the sight lane of the fellow Killjoy, just to get gunned down by the Sage. My God.
The Sage on the attack, on the defensive side here, taking the fight against Civ, but gets shot in the back by Divine, flanking from Kitchen, and now it's up to Simply on site here, as Asoba is lurking. Look at Namram, gets the flank off, gets 1, might get a second, but not in time to save Simply. It's up to the 1v3, has the classic out, gets a goosh onto the sofa, but he has to reload, and the defuse is halfway through, and it's too late to walk forward.
Just insane overall. My God. Yet again, beautiful shots coming out from both teams, but it just, at the end of the day, it just looks like it's just going to be Goopy Noobies on that one.
Look, it was all sunshine and rainbows for the Goopy Noobies on the defensive side, but maybe the grass is greener on the other side now that Columbia College have switched to the defensive side, because that's a great way to start off your comeback, and we might have just activated the 9-3 curse, because the 9-3 curse always starts with a pistol round win indeed.
God, I hope so. Watching them come back is just going to be insane. I mean, I'm excited to see what they do. Hopefully there's a few other good plays, though, out here. Viper Wall going down again over B. Another name using another Sova drone, actually, to see if they get any reconnaissance. Definitely a lot slower these last few rounds, though. I've definitely been noticing that. A lot of them playing a lot more carefully than usual.
And what's crazy is that Namron has already expended the recon dart and the recon drum, so now there's no real information to go off here for this eco round. They're just gonna have to rely on just taking aim fights here, as Civ is pushed up here towards Kitchen, but does hear the alarm bot, so isn't gonna go spring the trap until his team is ready to push through mid here. But this Calvin Sova taking first contact, but gets a kill. 2 blinds race in the smoke. working off of just blind spray and pray. Gets
One
2,
enemy
and
remaining.
Germany gets 2 to boot 2, and now it's just up to Namram, up in kitchen. The alarm bot is sprung, and he does fire a shot on a player not looking at him. It's always hard to shoot the players that aren't looking at you. And Germany, alerted, swings back and kills him.
I can't believe it. In a blink of an eye, 4 people immediately go down. Man, they aren't kidding about that spray and pray method. I can't believe it. Getting just 2 kills right out of the Viper smoke is just astounding to me. Bulldog definitely pushing through, but Divine already ready with another op on Jet. Looks like they're going to be holding A the best they can. Viper setting up another of the same wall, but it also looks like Goopy Noopies are just ready to storm A. And I'm excited to see what they do, honestly.
This recon, Lycan's trying to push up here, but look at this. The recon dart from Goopy Noobies and Namram does get shot off, but it isn't in the right corner. You'd want it in front of the wall, not behind the belt wall. And that will just get shot down by Lycan. The recon drone is already expended from Columbia College. So the retake, they're just going to go for the dry fights here. Divine kills someone towards belt. That is the kill choice Cerulean. And Viper for Columbia College does enable that toxic screen and will protect the hold here on A. The stronghold is still strong, Vic.
Yeah, they're doing everything they can right now to try and push on A, but it looks like the sofa's going around right now. Nam doing their best to try and... No, they're not rotating. I take that back. Looks like they're just going to keep fighting on A to try and get a little bit of advantage. Sage wall going up. Hopefully buying them a little bit more room.
Lycan has mollied off May's side, so they can only funnel towards one side of sight unless they want to choose to wait for the Viper's Pit to go down or the molly. But Aura pushes up the site alone, pushes past the top screen and gets decayed down to now it's a 3v5 if you are Goopy Noopies. And how can you get out of this? You can't! Because Divine's just gonna walk across from rafters, misses the second shot, but does light up the Sage. Oh no, we could be looking at 9-7 here, assuming this is a round win for Columbia College, Vic.
Yeah, I agree. These shots by Divine have just been astounding. My god, playing beautifully, and the Calvin being able to hit so many of these amazing Bulldog shots have just been buying them so much more room. Definitely looks like defense is a lot better for Columbia at the moment. 9-3 Curse definitely possibly being a thing at the moment. Oh my god, just leaving Sage, and that's the round. How do you feel about it?
So, the way that they started off on Goopy Noobies is Namram shot a dart towards Belt to clear close jail, but ideally, I mean, usually the default is to put it like in front, in the middle of that wall on the that's peeking out, but maybe Namram wanted to shoot it that way so that somebody who wanted to back up an aggressive jet opping wouldn't be able to shoot the recon dart as easily, but it still didn't really change the outcome of the round. It's just a matter of Divine just being able to take pot shots for free. There's no real good way to flush out a jet with the current comps that both teams have. And we're seeing it here, again, now that Columbia College have swapped over to the defender side. But now they're going to set their sights here on B for the Goopy Noopies. I think they just want to go aggressive, but Divine aggressive again, but Aura gets a one-shot towards Snowman on the Jersey, and now it's a 4v4. I wonder how the old economy is. No, never mind, Divine has other plans in mind, gets a second shot on Aura, on a heater right now, has the dash enabled, does shoot the turret, but might get a third here towards yellow, and said Calvin's just going to two-shot dart down simply on the plant.
I can't believe it. That Silverdog being able to put him down is just like such an advantage. Being down any kind of teammate already makes it team fights even easier. And Divine is just pelting them with op shots. There it is again. 3 at the moment.
Might get a 4th. He's 3 for 3, or actually 4 for 4 on shots if you count the turret. But Buzzer is gonna steal the show towards the end. Clean it up. They're gonna maintain their economy here, and the economy's booming right now. We're in the time of the stock market where Tesla stocks are going up mid 2020. No, actually late 2021, right before the huge crash. And the stocks here, the economy on Columbia College, they probably just sold all their Tesla stocks. They're looking pretty nice and pretty on the top.
Yeah. I mean, they're fully equipped with everything you could ever need for a perfect defense. And Divine just, I don't know, hitting more shots than I ever will with the op, I'll tell you that. It's just astounding to me.
Keep your eyes here towards this B aggression from Goopy Noopies. They've flushed out the Sage and the Killjoy, who can't really commit based on that Viper wall. But that Viper wall kind of sounds the alarms for Columbia College that they should start rotating because there's a lot of noise being made towards B main, but they're actually just playing a default, waiting for somebody to get aggressive, because right now, they want to force Columbia College to get aggressive, but Columbia College know that these last 4 rounds have been so good to them just by staying on site and just taking the fights, letting the attackers attack. They don't have to force any issue. And right now, Columbia College have pretty much followed them towards A.
I fully agree. These slow plays from the defense is really starting to come off. I mean, it's popping off. I mean, as you said, they sold all of their Tesla stock. Look at them, they're rich as heck. And hopefully they continue this slow rate. It looks like they're all moving on to A at the moment.
Oh, but someone on pipe, Cerulean gets caught out, and Aura trying to go for the refight isn't able to get it. Simply trying to go for that wall on the plant does go down, and Divine just repositions towards Raptors. This guy's everywhere on the map, you can't keep track. And he just gets another kill, and Nammerman and Aura answer back with 1 apiece, but it's left up to Nammerman in the 1v3. He's on Raptors, but barely hits the ADS, and that just ruins the spray towards screens on the Buzzer. Buzzer, once again, closing out yet another round. I feel like if you're Columbia College, no, not Columbia College, the Goopy Noopies, you can't flush out the Jet with just the Sova Dart and expending the recon drone early. You can't afford to waste it on the early round. Instead, you're just gonna have to go for jiggle peeks, or just, jumping peeks where you just jump around the corner and just show yourself a little bit to bait out the shot, and then your team reacts, pushes the Jet off the angle, maybe forces Divine to throw that dash, because the fact that they're expending their recon drone so early has costed them, because they just can't flush out Divine. Divine's just able to reposition. The tags aren't hitting him, so he's just free to roam around the site and just defend.
Yeah, also them using all of their economy at the very start, all their utilities just going out over and over again. As you said, I agree with you. It's just, if they just had at least one person with a flash, I feel like a lot of these matches, a lot of these team fights would be ending a lot differently at the moment. I mean, I'm excited for this next round too. 3 ultimates ready on both teams by the same characters as well. So hopefully this is going to be a bit of possibly a buzzer beater.
Here's the thing, though. They know that based on Columbia College's setup and what the early information they've had was, there's only one person holding towards mid, and that's Calvin for the side of Columbia College. If they want to do a quick updraft up on top of the kitchen halls, they could probably catch off Calvin towards Boiler, or he's also even played close mid towards the cross, so that could be the play here, but instead, they're going to go for B main aggression with Calvin darting from Boiler. They're going to aggress with Divine towards on top of Yellow, and he gets another pot shot. He's playing Duck Hunt right now, shooting them out of the sky is Cerulean going down.
I'm so stunted for words. Divine is just hitting so many of these amazing op shots. Oh, getting another beautiful pick on the stage. Getting it on the ulting Jet as well. Only leaving Nam left right now fighting. Oh, I can feel the stress just building. And it's over! Divine getting 4 beautiful picks this round and practically just cleaning up. This is getting intense. Jay, how do you feel about all of it?
This is just... I mean, they just don't have a good game plan to shut down Divine. Whereas with Columbia College, they were able to avoid the op for the most part on their attack half. They just failed in the mid-round scenarios where they tried to push and they just walked into the Viper's pit and everybody else, because they just put up... Because when Goopy Noobies play defense, they trusted their Jet to hold the site alone. Now with Columbia College, they're just playing for Divine because they know that's the win condition for the defense half. And Divine's going to go for it again, pushing up towards Kitchen. Might meet this Viper here towards... And he does... And he loses to Sim. Sim just jumps and dodges like Carlton Banks. Oh my goodness.
This is terrifying. The Viper just dancing around Calvin's bullets right now. Oh my god. The Jet being... Sorry. Divine just dropped in the off. Feels like such a power spike now for Goopy Noopies right now. Freely walking onto A at the moment. More utilities being expended. Oh my god. The Jet.
This is just a safe scenario, Vic. Sound the alarms. Run away, people. The battle may have been lost, but the war is not over just yet.
True. I mean, from them going from, what, 9-3 to 9-9 in this short span, this definitely still looks like it would be in Columbia's favor.
But look at this. They've won the round, Goopy Noopies, with all 5 alive. So even if they lose this round, they'll be sitting pretty for another rebuy, but they just can't... The margin for error is slowly getting smaller here. You cannot afford to make mistakes with this match be coming down to the wire. It's 10-9 with Goopy Noopies finally grabbing an attack round. It was 6 straight to start off the half from Columbia College, and Divine going down. He goes down. It seems like that's the win condition for Goopy Noobies, and they're just gonna do it 3 more times at least.
Yeah, if they even want to try and win this match. It looks like Divine is still holding this sideline though, but both Jets being equipped with Op is terrifying.
They're gonna take the fight! They both missed!
Oh my god, them both dashing out of the way. Oh! The enemy Jet being able to just hold it just enough, taking out Divine,
Plant the spike.
possibly leading to another power spike at the moment. This Viper Wall being huge, forcing anyone to actually use it correctly is what I mean.
Somebody on Columbia College is going to feel pressure to try to get aggressive and even out the playing field, because once you're down that one player, and especially the focal point of that being your op, Aura catches Lycan getting a little bit too sneaky beaky, like does miss the shot though. Lycan with a jiggle baits out the operator shot, and now they know that the jig is up on Goopy Noobies. They're going to try to default run, but wait! Jersey pushes up alone! He gets 2!
Spike
How?
down. B.
How? He's giving his team the man advantage. The man comes up when they need him the most, time and time again. It's a 4v3.
This
Hammer
just
might take point kitchen.
yeah, it just
You
evens the
will
playing
30
field.
seconds left.
Oh, I thought the Sova and the Killjoy might possibly fight, but no, Killjoy backing up, defending B. I can't believe it. Lycan's playing with fire right now. Back then when they were trying to dodge all those off shots, but I'm glad to see that Goopy Noobies finally rotating over to the B side. Viper ult to buy as much room
This
as
is too
they
shallow.
can.
This is too shallow. This is too shallow for the plant. They can't plant unless they go past the Viper spin. Just slowly. They can see Aura's shoulder and it stops the plant. Buzzer needs to just live in Lycan too, and that's the time expiration.
Oh my goodness. I'm on the edge of my seat right now. This went from, I can't believe it, 9-3 to 10-10 at the moment. 9-3 Curse definitely staying true for this round. Oh my god.
Goodness. They choked. They absolutely botched that round. If you are the Goopy Noopies, that Viper's Pit is supposed to get them on the site and supposed to give them some ground for the plant. But he ulted on top of the crate, so it was too shallow. It didn't extend far into sight. And then when Aura tried to plant, because Aura turned around towards B main, his shoulder popped out, and that allowed somebody from Snowman to kill him.
I just can't believe it. I feel so bad for that Viper, but hopefully it can be brought back this round. I'm excited to see, oh my god, op shots going off. Oh! Goopy Noobies using the jet and the op at the same time. Lycan hitting a beautiful shot. Viper ulting this round with attacker Killjoy currently dropping ult. Oh my god. Divine just in their little bubble right now. Definitely the stress is stacking up right now.
Oh, the Sage Wall is beef too! It was supposed to block off screens, but instead it blocked off the wrong side of sight. So now, Germany does get the ability to peek from rafters, but does get read, telegraphed like a book by Simply. It's a 3v3, Vic.
I could just feel the stress already increasing each and every millisecond. Bomb down right now. We possibly Columbia being able to defuse it. Jet ulting to try and secure it.
Enemy remaining.
Oh! Jet managed to actually get the Killjoy with the op back in Divine's hands, and he can have it now.
Gets the kill in there, bro!
The
Right
shot
above him. Oh wait, I thought it was a 1v1. I was so shocked for a second. I was like, wait, the killer's gonna kill him! But Columbia College, Divine putting some style points. I swear, this guy, he managed to stay alive. If he isn't the first death, it's a guaranteed round one for Columbia College.
I agree. Jet's back has got to be hurting a little bit. I mean, this is like mind-boggling to me how well they're doing, but at the same time, they're so good. This Jet player just knows what they're doing, and they know when to pop ult and who to take out.
We can't ignore Germsy though. There were 3 rounds that were just decided by his aggression or his clutching ability. So props to that guy. Goopy Noobies. They're looking for answers in the playbook, but I think they've ran through all the pages.
I think they're just running it down. I think at this point they're going to continue running it down and pray that it does work. Their ability to play so fast is definitely not working against Columbia College's ability to play so slow and careful. Oh, this Viper Wall being so big though, my god. Jet dashing in, possibly getting a kill? Oh! Getting the Viper, Lycan going down after... It's Ruling going down as well with that. Oh my god.
Clutch 2 from Tiff. On the Viper there, enables Aura to get a Phantom too. So this is very bad because they're retaking with an Operator and a man disadvantage, and they don't know someone's hiding behind the box. Peekaboo, Jack in the box. Aura kills Divine, and Buzzer goes down. It's a thrifty round. Unless Calvin, past this slow orb, past these 4 players all looking at the same area, can manage to kill all 4 in the blink of an eye. If the Recon Dart is out, that enables Sith to just run over him like a train.
Yeah, the run and gun just being the biggest thing. I gotta say, that was just an intense round overall. I feel Divine going down pretty fast too. That peekaboo shot definitely practically won them the round for Goopy Noopies. I just have to say that.
Good lord. I can't believe they were just able to... I think that's just how OP the Stinger is, because you play Valorant too, Vic. The Stinger just stays OP. It does not get nerfed. No matter the nerfs that Riot throws at it, you can run it down, and if somebody's just unaware, the spray and pray 90% of the time works.
Yeah, you could close your eyes and somehow manage to hit a few headshots with that. I swear, it's definitely my go-to weapon whenever I feel a little bit expensive, if I'm not buying the Marshall every round. But, I'm excited to see how this round ends. 11-11. Stress stacking up each and every second. Sova ulting. Sova managing to get a little bit of recon, it looks like, with this ult. No, hitting Divine once, actually. Being healed immediately by the Sage. Oh, this could be anyone's game, right?
They know where Divine is now, though. Actually, I don't think Divine has ever gone towards B, except that one round where he got a 2k forward towards B main. So now, wait, look at Germsy! He's aggressive! Oh my goodness! Do they know? They have the jump! They have the read! Narum and Aura read him like a book! They are able to kill him, and that's a man advantage now for... Oh my gosh, Goopy Noopies, and they've lost their focal point player, and Buzzer going down too. The 2 Sentinels, they're dead! It's just up to Calvin and Divine here towards B site. They are trying to kill this person towards Kitchen. That is Simply. Recon Dart does alert him of Simply's presence. And now Nemra's going to push up. They need to support each other. And Aura, they get the isolated gunfights and they win them. How?
I have no idea what's happening. Oh, maybe Divine possibly be able to save this round. Oh, that shot that was so clean. Shoddy being pulled out, ready for anything. It looks like it might end up to be a save round, possibly.
They have to. Look at the money.
Oh my goodness, they have to. I mean, they have to. Because they're not going to have anything for next round. Next round, practically, I mean, literally being game point. This is where the stress really begins to start stacking. Yeah, just for save. Hunting them down.
I think Simply's on the chase here. And wait, Cerulean. He's going to catch Divine. Hits the shots. Oh no, Divine makes the grave mistake of updrafting to Belt. And this is too bad for Columbia College. You won't have your round-winning operator coming into this. It's just going to be guns, a Marshall, a Sage Res, and a Killjoy lockdown to boot. But actually, they have 3 Vandals, so they might not be as bad as it looks. But the Spectre and the Marshall, or not actually the Bulldog and Divine, they're definitely at a huge gun disadvantage. And Aura doesn't want to play any games. He wants to settle the score here on the operator. He's going to updraft on top of Belt, going for the fast peak. Does catch a like, it only hits him down with 50 HP.
Oh my god. I'm literally holding my breath for some of these. Oh, the op firing and missing though. Hey, definitely started to become a hot zone. There goes Recon Dart practically being used. Thrown. But I'm so nervous to see what happens next. Definitely. Oh my god. Op user down at the moment right now. Them getting picked on the enemy jet. This is definitely turning out to be anyone's game at the moment. Both being down
trying to get the rest too. Both presses activated, but who's gonna refight on the Divine? They're trying to protect and they manage to do so, but at what cost? Germsy's gonna get hit by the shock dart. Oh my gosh! Sidesteps it down to 7 HP. And it's a 5v5, but they're X Factor. Germsy's down to 7 HP. The heal won't be activated for 18 seconds. And only then it'll heal him for 40 HP.
Oh my god, and the Killjoy ult going down right now. Possibly being really huge for Columbia at the moment. Them almost getting the Viper. Civ almost going down, but being healed by the Sage. Oh, that nightmarish op noise. Oh! What? Op
what
down
a shot!
again?
4v4. Killjoy and Sova on B side for Cerulean and Namram, and Civ on the lurk towards mid with Simply. They might take this 1v1 towards Calvin. And this is a round-defining fight here. Calvin and Simply towards mid. Who's gonna win it? Sova versus Sage.
Oh my god, all the time is ticking. You can hear a pen drop across the room. Oh my god! Simply getting another pick. There's still a chance. There's still a chance for Columbia to try and crutch us back up. I know this will work. Oh, okay, well. Them getting a beautiful shot, and that being the game.
Attackers
My
win.
goodness. How do you...
Goodness. Vic, I'm out of breath. I felt like I was overstepping you a little bit, but that's because it was just how the game went. It was too intense. Too many close corners were being cut by both teams. But in the end, Goopy Noobies, despite the Mickey Mouse rounds, they pull it off. They move on to the grand finals, mind you.
I'm so excited to see how they play in the grand finals. There were some definitely interesting plays at the end, but I can't believe it. That is such... From 9-3 to just 10-10 to 11-11, you could definitely feel all of the nerves in the room starting to be set on fire over time. This has just been an amazing match overall.
And Vic, I believe that was actually your first cast with us on Fireside Cast too. So there's a few firsts for many. Starting off the tournament, this is our first 13-11 match that was casted here on Fireside Cast for the Unified All in 2023 Expo. How did it feel?
Feels amazing. I mean, I'm glad to be a part of this. I'm honored that I get the chance to be able to catch with it my very first time, so hopefully it wasn't too bad.
I think you did a swell job, my dear friend, but let's throw it to a break. We're going to be back momentarily with an interview from one of the Gooper Noopers again. Maybe we can bring Aura back, because he definitely might have a lot to say. May have shown some disappointment. Master Splinter's not happy with the 4 turtles here, because one of those turtles, Michelangelo, aka Cerulean, may have nearly cost them the game there on the defensive side. But we'll throw it to a break and we'll see you in just a bit. No better way to finish off or cap off the upper bracket final with an interview from the winning team, Goopy Noopies. I don't have Aura with me this time. The caller is not here to express his frustration at a few of those botched rounds. I have Cerulean, the Killjoy. Cerulean, let's ask the first question. What was the logic behind the knife play there on the defensive side?
I'm just here to give the people what they want, you know? I'm just trying my best out here.
But even that, I think the biggest question there was you guys had a very strong defensive side, but because of the comp, because it doesn't have any flashes and your only sense of recon utility is on the Sova, Divine from Columbia College was just shutting you guys down with aggressive operator plays. What was your key to shutting him down, or like just pulling it off towards the end?
Like, ultimately for us, it was just about our pacing. Like, once he takes a shot, we just need to make sure we go in, we can trade out effectively. We were just kind of hesitating there for a while. We were getting in our own head. And so, like, once we figured that out and we started, like, following each other up properly, then we were able to, like, take him out.
And I have my co-caster with me. I'm not just going to be the only interviewer here. I have Vic. Vic, do you have any questions for Mr. Cerulean?
I actually do. I was curious. How do you feel about like the pacing you guys did for each one of the rounds? Because the very beginning looks like you guys were going really fast and winning a lot of the rounds initially, but the second half definitely felt like it slowed down, right?
Yeah. In the second half, he pulled out the op. I don't remember his name, but he was doing really well with the op, getting a lot of crucial picks, and he was kind of making us like rethink things, slow down. We were hesitating. But yeah, once we picked up the pace again and we like started playing our game, we did a lot better.
I think the big point of that half was the big turning tide of that round was Vic, your Viper. He walks up. I think this is your second round when you guys are down and about. You guys are on the eco round. You guys full send it towards A. He walks it towards right side of sight, just gets 2 with the stinger, and that enables Aura to eventually catch Divine off as he pushes towards Rafters. Vic was pretty much the unsung hero of the match. Didn't have too many highlight plays, but was very crucial in getting your guys back on the foot for the attack half. How do you feel about that round-changing play or game-changing play?
Yeah, just in this game, like, momentum's everything. So ecos can really like pack a punch, especially with the stinger. Stinger's broken, in my opinion. But yeah, no, he was just doing great, and like that was right after we had the talk and just say like, hey, we need to like pace in together, and like he took that to heart, and so he was just like, all right, I'm gonna lead the charge. That's what he did, and he opened the round for us, and we ended up winning it.
Just right. Sometimes some players just become unsung heroes in the most unopportune times, or the most unexpected times per se, actually. Not unopportune. But my question is, you guys usually expend a lot of your recon Sova utility. Namram usually does that dart towards a belt at the start of the round. What does he intend to actually shoot that behind the wall, not between the two parts of the wall? Because there were a few times where he shot it behind, and I assume that he was doing it to make it harder for the person to shoot the recon dart, but it also doesn't catch off the Jet's forward opping position on site. So I was just curious about it.
Yeah, I think it was just switching up because they were like capitalizing off of it, just trying to give them different looks, not doing the same thing over and over again. Especially since a lot of times it wasn't working, like the Op was still getting the first pick. So we were just trying to like, I feel like he was just trying to like try different things, see what he could do to pull off the Oppers so we had the space to go in.
Vic, I'm almost out of questions. You got anything else before we can close it up and throw these guys to a break?
I do actually. I have just one more. When the whole 9-3 scoreboard came about, how did you feel about it? Do you feel like the curse is going to set in, or do you feel like you guys could have just continued to just mow down the competition over and over?
I felt completely fine at 9-3. I didn't really think about it. I felt like we started trolling there a little bit. Rounds here and there. Me going for a knife, not getting it, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think any of us had in our mind the 9-3 curse. We just took it one round at a time, and then that's what ultimately let us like come back after they like built up a huge round differential with us, and they caught back up to us. So it's just taking it one round at a time, not really getting in our own head, not really caring about curses or whatnot.
I do love that mindset, honestly. Always good to stick to the positive, honestly.
So with that being said, you guys are now going to be anticipating getting some notes on the lower bracket matches that are being played, because you guys are now in the grand finals. We're going to be seeing potentially Columbia College and OC Esports coming to meet in the lower bracket finals. That should be the expected matchup to decide who meets you in the grand finals. Who do you think, having played both of them, will come out on top to contest you guys?
Honestly, for me, it'd be OC. Like they played really well in the first game, and I think they'll be the ones that we see in the finals, personally.
All right, and I told Aro this earlier, but Mr. Goopy Noopy was watching you guys a bit earlier. Any shoutouts or any mentions to the guy?
Hey, we've had a past, and like all of us were on a roster under him and all that, so like that's what the name came from. And just shout out, hope he's doing well, all the good stuff.
Well, thank you. And before you leave us, I'd like to allow you to have the chance to do one shout out, or a few shout outs. So feel free to go shoot out some names, Mr. Cerulean.
I would like to thank myself and teammates, of course, and yeah, that's about it.
Well, thank you. We just have Mr. Cerulean from Goopy Noopies coming in for us for the interview. Thank you so much, man, for coming on. I appreciate you. And I think the land's going to go for a quick break before the players resume their matches. So go get your food. I know you're a bit hungry and a bit tired after playing continuous matches. Thank you so much, man, for coming on.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, and welcome back to the next part of this bracket roster. Practically just a Valorant LAN tournament here at the Unified All-In 2023 Expo. We have a $1,000 prize pool on the line with 8 teams, a few collegiate, and a few walk-ins, and actually one high school team as well. I'm VicForVendetta, and I'll be joined by Vicious today. How are you, by the way, Vicious?
I'm doing pretty good here, making my Fireside Cast debut. Having a good time, getting ready to cast this match.
I know, I'm really excited. Fireside Cast is always glad to be providing such coverage for LAN tournaments down in the south of Layton. Today we're going to be watching OC Valorant versus Columbia College again. And I'm pretty hyped for this match. I mean, Vicious, how are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling pretty good. Excited to see some Lotus gameplay. Not super familiar with Lotus, one of the newer maps. In fact, newest map, if I remember correctly, into the map pool, so I don't have a whole lot of notes on this. But what I do know is that both of these teams are coming in with, a little unconventional team comps. We have the double Sentinel over on the side of, let me see if I make sure, the side of CC. Getting to the first round before I have time to talk about that, so I'll hand it over to you, Vic.
This is definitely going to be a little bit more stressful than usual. Eli breaking down the wall. Looks like trying to get probably a good pick, but not actually. Seem like they're all doing their best right now to use a lot of utility on A. It looks like
A lot of pressure on the C. Push coming in. We see the Rays jumping up for CC. Divine going down to Blitz.
One enemy
Just
remaining.
blood black.
Spike down.
Bloodbath.
C.
The CC,
Oh my-
unfortunately.
You know, this is insane. I mean, just at the end of this round, all of Columbia just going down again. Looks like we're seeing the same pattern from last time. Seeing like such a slow approach might lose them a few rounds, but who knows? I mean, this is literally only round 2.
Yeah, that is a very unfortunate entry for Divine. Not quite the landing that they were expecting. But, you know, they have some time to reconfigure, get things back in, back in order. Go into this save round. Second round.
Definitely look a little stressful. Economy looking kind of light right now. Definitely on the defender side is what I mean to say. But I'm excited nevertheless to see more utility being used on A. By putting up a pretty good wall. Mid definitely being pushed right now. Columbia looking like they're doing their best right now to get a few picks.
There.
What do you predict's gonna happen, Vicious?
Yeah, there is pretty much nothing on B except just this KJ turret, which goes down really quickly. That's going to let them know that everyone's here.
Oh my god.
As they converge for this retake. Bomb already going
Spike
down.
planted.
Oh my god. KJ Molly going out. Instinct managed to get a few kills. Oh my god. All of OC Valorant managed to take out a lot of people, and that's literally the round right now.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate for the side of CC. I mean, you can't be too upset about getting a bomb plant down on a force buy like that, and getting a kill. I mean, but certainly they were hoping for more after getting that bomb down.
I mean, it's crazy to see a lot of things too. As a person who does watch a decent amount of competitive Valorant, it's interesting to see a chamber being picked on the side of Columbia at the moment.
A chamber and an Astra. I'm really excited to see what this this team comp starts to take shape on the defensive side. But on the attack side, it does leave a little bit wanting. You don't have as much ability to push forward and make things happen. Raid should
Wow, Raids is just going for it at the moment. Actually putting down a bunch of blinds, managing to get one kill. Divine obliterating the other Rays at the moment. Harbor Wall providing a beautiful amount of vision to make sure they can't walk through it. Harbor possibly maybe getting a pick here? Nope, Harbor playing defensively.
Control.
I know. How do you feel about all these utilities being used so well?
Yeah, honestly, I have to take a moment to talk about just how good Divine is. That ability to, with just a little bit of util, take so much space and lock down that rubble area, and get a free pick off of it, pretty much.
Yeah, this is definitely getting more and more stressful each and every minute. Every second that ticks down is just more and more stress for Columbia to try and put down the spike. This guy missing the blind on the Rays as well. I mean, how do you feel right now?
Yeah, they haven't.
One enemy remaining.
OC being a little late to the rotation, which is unfortunate. Although the rest of the team is able to lock things down, this is very unfortunate for the side of CC. They stuck 1v3. Doesn't look like much is gonna happen.
Oh my god! I just have to say this. I'm sorry, but it's just shooting through the wall, trying to get a pick on KJ, and Harbor managed to get it. Oh my god!
That is insane, though. That they were hit by the flank and still able to pick up one kill. Conciliatory prize at that point. But you take what you can get.
That's true. I mean, as we're looking right now, OC Valorant currently up 3 points, and Columbia still down 0. Possibly succumbing to the 9-3 curse like we saw last game. But I don't know. Anything goes at this point.
Yeah.
Definitely seeing a lot of lighter purchases as well. A lot of people on the Colombian side definitely only picking very light weapons.
Yeah.
But as long as you know how to aim, any weapon can work, right?
Yeah, and it looks like they're setting up for a buy going into the next round. So they're specifically trying to keep their money at about the 1,500 range, so they have enough money to invest into the next round. With exception.
Ooh, my god! OC Valorant getting unbelievably good kills. You getting a penetration kill with a Vandal is just astounding to me. Oh my god.
Bloodbath over.
It's getting stress is definitely stacking. You can tell because Columbia's currently playing it really slow right now, walking toward A point, seeing if they get anything else of value. Viper hiding in a smoke. It looks like. Oh my god! Entering Glyph, getting really good kills on the enemies. Oh
cut
my
down
god.
one after the other. But now that they have the economy going to the next round, hopefully we'll see some change in their fortunes. Looks like they're going to have full rifles and everyone with just their Astra on a light buy. You hate to see, but or a light shield, excuse me, which, you know, is unfortunate, but, you know, you do what you can with the money you have.
I mean, honestly, you take what you can get at this point. Definitely a lot more stress being added, and 2 ults ready on Team OC Valorant, so possibly being used this round to try and buy them even more time. Currently 4-0, and it just... Oh my god. Never...
Vipers
Wow!
get committed early, and unfortunately it's not where they're going. Lots of spam out onto the A side, trying to take some space.
Definitely
slow to a crawl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's definitely slowing down at the moment. Columbia right now playing as gently and as carefully as they can. Everyone practically ready on A. Dog going out by the Sky, getting obliterated by the KJ. Looks like Buzzer was ready for it immediately. Astra sending down more smokes to try and prep to go in mid. Possibly getting it. Breach flash.
Oh, is this a mid-execute onto B? Oh, it's just the harbor there to try to hold it off, and they can't do it. That is almost guaranteed to get a bomb plant.
Yeah, amazing utility used by the Breach as well, in case anyone was deciding to hide in that hallway. Get a few picks here and there, but still at 4v... Never mind! Being a 4v3 right now. Winston getting a beautiful shot on Divine right now.
Oh, ult coming out.
Ooh.
Showstopper out, ready to kill anybody they see. Spammed out, does not connect.
Breach popping ult to see if they can get any kind of advantage going to this fight. Calvin being really careful as they go around. And Diffuse happening by Saints right now. Oh, Breach utility being so good.
Oh, do they have time? I think they do. Yeah, more than enough time.
That's a game, yeah. This Viper is doing unbelievably good. Glyph just hitting all the shots that they need to try and take out key targets.
Yeah.
Hopefully this next round's a bit cleaner.
And one of the things that I want to talk about is just how calm and collected OC were going to that round. You saw that once the bomb went down, they didn't panic, they didn't rush, they held their positions, they took it inch by inch, and they had plenty of time. This is a team that has definitely scrimmed a lot. They know exactly how much pressure they need to put and how much time they can leave themselves so they don't rush into situations without information.
Satchel out.
I mean, totally. I mean, as you can see, the economy is a little bit light, too. Yet again, Columbia definitely surfing a little bit on the funds right now. My goodness. Looks like people are investing in crypto coin a little bit too late. But as this Nightmarish round continues to go forward, OC definitely wanting a little bit of revenge. All running Vandals, perfectly ready for anything that may happen. It looks like they're doing another mid push as well with the Astra. I have no idea how this is going to go down. This is really stressful.
Yeah, and it looks like they have... it looks like Team CC is... Team OC, excuse me, is not leaving a lot of people on B to stop this. And they're really just banking on the retake potential of their team, which... has, as you can see, worked out really well. They have full control of the site. There is pretty much nothing that CC can do to hold that bomb before it gets defused.
This Viper is taking no prisoners. My goodness. Being able to just shoot down anyone who gets in their way. I mean, as she says. This is a stunning display. This Viper is doing unbelievably well.
Yeah. Glyph, sorry. 11 and 1. Those are some stats you love to see on a Viper. Like, Glyph here is taking control of this match.
They're ready for anything. They really are. Now, I'm curious to see if they'll do another mid-push, but it looks like the Harbor's actually ready in case they decide to. Eli prepping for any kind. Viper setting up utilities, as well as Astra putting down a few bubbles. Sky getting a really good flash on the Rays. My goodness. Oh, and everything yet again slows just a little bit more. Harbor wall doing really good. Rays praying they can get a spray and pray right here. Can Harbor get it? Nope.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Oh my god, this Glyph. Glyph doing unbelievably amazing. Getting a few more kills. It looks like, let's set a C shot. Rays ulting to try and get a good kill.
Does not find it, unfortunately.
Hitting the Harbor, though, for a good amount of HP.
Yeah, Harbor having to use some utility just to save their life.
Ooh.
Alright, it looks like this Raze really wants to get some action onto this A site. Killing Harbor for their trouble. Divine. Doing beautiful work. but unfortunately it's not enough.
I just have to go back and say that. Sorry, that Ray's sticky bomb was amazing to me. Oh my god. Buzzer hitting a beautiful shot on Glyph though. KJ definitely getting a little bit aggravated from these past few rounds.
30 seconds left.
2v1 currently. Seeing if OC Valorant can hold it down. Hopefully this KJ can do what they need to. Being as careful as they can. Yet again, slowing down a little bit. Oh my god, I'm holding my breath right now. Bated breath to see what would happen. Oh, never mind. Rotating over to B to try and plant. It's just, what would you do in this situation? I mean, I can't think of anything.
There's not much you can do. I think going for the plant, at least you get some money out of this. Odds are you're going to get sandwiched, and that's exactly what's happening. But, you know, there is, you know, doing your best to try to get a clutch win. Although odds are, exactly like that, you're going to walk in back to the enemy. One thing I will say about the CC side, I think they were doing a beautiful job at the beginning of that round. They were going for like a default spread, trying to, you know, play the map, trying to find somewhere that's weak, because, you know, they don't have a good sense of what could and couldn't be working. Unfortunately, Glyph is just too good. No matter what you do, Glyph is going to find you. You are going to die.
And
that is insane.
It's terrifying. No, I agree with you. Glyph hitting all these beautiful shots, and the rest of the team obviously supporting them. I mean, there's no I in team, obviously. But this is definitely about of the ages currently. 7-0. Currently OC Valorant in the lead. Hopefully we see something interesting happen this round. Chamber definitely ready for a few. There it is. Definitely ready to play around a little bit, but getting flashed out immediately.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, although this Chamber is still demanding a lot of respect here, as the rest of their team is rotating out, trying to get space off of just the pure threat of this tour de force.
I'm honest, I would be just as terrified. Everyone definitely holding corners so they don't get pot-shotted by the Chamber. As it looks like the rest of Columbia is slowly rotating onto point. Oh, it's an A, that is A. And getting more and more stressed out. Even I'm stressed. My goodness, my brain's frazzled right now.
Tension is at a boiling point right now. We're just waiting for the first domino to drop.
I'm too far.
Info for the side of OC. They do know exactly what's happening here. Rotating some players over.
Oh my god, Sky getting a 4-person flash. Ooh. Columbia definitely wanted to keep on top of C, but everyone else ready for it. Sky ulting. Sky gets another 2-person blind with Harbor ulting to try and create a little bit more room between everything that might be happening. Everyone is definitely respecting the Chamber too. No one is going to try and contest that.
Right there.
Hopefully they'll get it in the next 30 seconds. What do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, like, there is so much utility that pretty much anything can happen in the next 20 seconds, but I would hate to be CC in this situation. They do get the bomb down, but, you know, still, like, there's a lot of util on the side of, I say that, they lost 2 players very quickly, and they have the Astra, they have an ult coming down from KJ, which is going to bleed a lot of time off.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god! Columbia definitely pulling it through right now.
Now it's just up to Glyph, but Glyph couldn't make it happen, and so CC puts the first round on the board.
I gotta say, that was a really good round. Definitely, Chamber, I'm pretty sure Chamber was hard-scoping that entire time, but it worked. I mean, that buys you so much room. Because no one wants to contest a Chamber's ultimate. Are you kidding me? Even I don't.
Yeah, and that's like, the Chamber does not really have to invest anything. So, sure, you might be able to kill the Chamber, but, like, you're not going to get a gun from them. Like, they've lost a player for that round. On the other hand, you could lose a player and a gun. The trade there just, it's rough.
I fully agree with you. I mean, being even down 1 person makes the whole difference in the world. And I'm honestly terrified to see what happens next.
Oh, this Chamber is dry peeking out through B.
Ooh, Chamber looks like they might get it. Wow.
Yeah,
3-person concuss.
They're trying to get some rotates off onto the B site, threatening this B pressure, and they do get KJ coming through, and that signals the rest of the team to start heading over to C, straight into Glyph. We'll see if Glyph can work his magic some more.
I will say a lot of utility, though, used by Columbia to try and fake it out on A is definitely being used, but with how loud they're being, everyone's just knowing to rotate C right now. And Glyph is ready. Glyph is ready for anything that might happen.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Their play had a good idea there, but unfortunately they spent too long. Now rotates are coming back through. Glitch getting a kill on the entry, a second. Oh, could not quite get a third, but still, that is brutal damage.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, doing unbelievably good. Ray's bouncing in there. Oh my goodness. It's a bloodbath right here on point C. Everyone just firing back and forth, but amazing shots by everyone. My goodness.
That is so unfortunate. And Divine, and I'm sure all of you at home saw how much work Divine was doing in the last map, and just can't get anything done. All of these entries are being shut down hard. Things are just not working right now for the time of CC. Maybe they still have a little bit of gas left in the tank for this half, but things are looking pretty dire right now.
It definitely is, but in the last match, we saw that Columbia College definitely came back in the defender side. Hopefully that slow approach to combat will come out. Oh my god, wait! Ray's ult? Possibly getting somebody?
Oh! Instinct getting the Raze ult trade!
Oh my god.
Very little health! That is insane!
Oh my god, I would be unbelievably sad if that happened. But as we look at it, they might be able to bring this back. I mean, now it's a 5v3, 5v2?
One enemy
Amazing
remaining.
dogplay. Oh my god, this Harbor hitting so many beautiful shots. Chamber is slowly rotating around A, it looks like. Maybe possibly getting a few kills, but I don't know. What would you do?
I don't know. At this point, like, I can't imagine unless he goes crazy, which...
Oh.
At this point, at some point you have to use your time. I don't know if they've already used it this half, but you gotta take some time. You gotta take a breather. There aren't that many rounds left in the half. You gotta take some time to mentally reset. You're letting the half get away from you. Like, this is a very tilting situation to look at that scoreline. Like, mental must very hard to maintain in this situation.
I'm with you there. Definitely, a lowered morale can definitely alter an entire team's mental composition about things. If you're down and out, it's so hard to come back from it. But hopefully, getting a few picks here and there might bring up the morale. But let's see what happens this round. And it looks like Columbia is definitely inching their way across A once more. That KJ ready for anything that might happen. Good KJ turret as well. Good positioning. As we continue to move in, looks like they're going to do another mid push. Do they get anything off of this?
Straight into the arms of the Harbor Ellie. Going down.
Harbor managed to get one kill on the Raze. But definitely the stress is now there. They now have to try and rotate and try and defend it the best they can for OC Valorant.
Yeah, and
I'm
we've
terrified.
seen how good OC have been at specifically this B site retake. Like, this is a very hard site to push into or hold from them.
One enemy
And they
remaining.
keep falling like dominoes.
Oh my goodness.
Like, they are unstoppable. They're clearing every angle with such proficiency. This is scary to watch.
This is just, I'm terrified. I mean, this is such of like
Last
10 to
round
1.
in
The
the
morale's
half.
got to be so in the bucket right
Yeah,
now.
this is... And Money looking okay, but, you know, let's see how their util's doing. It looks like they have some pretty good utils, so their economy's not too bad. But still, you would like to see some more, you know, a larger, a more solidified plan of action. But it's really hard, especially with OC constantly shifting up where they play this Viper. In the second half, they played it more towards the A side, which is so hard to figure out how they're going to be playing this and where their star players are going to be.
I'm at the edge of my seat right now. I'm worried because there's a lot of utility going down right now. Ray spray firing to try and get a spray and pray. But currently being a 4v3. I'm certainly holding my breath a little bit more. Looks like Harbor. Eli is definitely going around try and get a flank kill possibly.
Yeah, this is... And they have perfect information now of exactly what's going on. They are reading Team CC like a book. This is a rough situation to be in, and they don't even know. They have no one watching for flank plays.
One enemy.
Oh!
Spike down. C.
Harbor's flank paying off with 2 kills. My goodness.
That is so rough. And now Divine doing a lot of magic last map, but can he make something happen this last round of the first map?
Oh. Glyph, of course, not missing a shot as the round ends. Hopefully, I believe it's not the halftime switch, if I'm correct.
Switching sides.
Ooh, now we're going to see if Columbia can work some magic here.
And Glyph, 17-5. Instinct, 16-6. These are score lines on their own that would be doing a lot of work in the first half. But together, they are unstoppable. Like, what? How do you respond to this if you're Team CC? Like, you're kind of dead in the water here. There is so much working against you, but maybe they have a really good game plan going into this defender side. We can't count them out just yet. It's not over until it's over.
That's true. It's never over till the fat lady sings, and I'm not singing it, am I? I'm excited to see how this goes down, honestly. I know this is going to go well. Last time they played on defender side, they did astoundingly perfect. So let's see if the slow gameplay can help buy them a little bit more room.
Divine is getting really aggressive really early on, taking a lot of space. You love to see that, especially on pistol round. They have a game plan, they know exactly what they're doing. Unfortunately, on the exact wrong side of the map.
I agree. It looks like a lot of people from OC Valorant are just taking C point for themselves. Columbia definitely playing it a lot slower at the moment, but oh my god. It looks like it's turning out to be whoever can reach point first is practically wins the match.
Yeah, a bomb plant goes down. OC ready to hold this against Team CC's retake. See how this plays out.
Oh my god. Good try to breach utility. Raze managed to get a few people with that. Instinct getting a few shots on Buzzer and knocking them down for liking to come back. Knocked out Instinct in return. Only a 4v3. Whoa. Oh my god, the chamber right click classic right in the face.
Making magic happen, but there wasn't enough.
Unbelievably close, but next round will determine all.
Point.
That was a good try. That really was.
Yeah.
12-1. We'll see how this ends. OC Valorant definitely wanting a little bit of revenge from the past few other matches.
And like for that round, a few shots go a different way. Like we could be looking at a very different form to this half. But right now, like it seems like this is all she wrote. But you know, again, it's not over till it's over.
That's true.
We'll see what this last round has in store. I'm still surprised that I haven't seen any timeouts from them. I feel like this would be a good time to try to reset that. Germsy going for some early aggression.
That flash from the sky doing really good. Ooh. I can feel the stress building. Down one.
Glyph with that insane lineup to, you know, work with Instinct's entry. This is a team that has obviously well-oiled their pushes. That was beautiful to watch.
And Lotus is still a pretty new map, so I wouldn't be surprised if some teams have not practiced a lot on Lotus at the moment. I know I personally haven't played on Lotus too much, and I know that the stress of playing a new map you might not be so well accustomed to might definitely be kicking in right now.
This is a rough map to go into right now, because a lot of teams have to spend a lot of time.
Oh, the knife kill! Tried to go for the knife kill, but dies.
Oh,
that is game.
All right.
I gotta say, that was a heck of a match. If it's just, what could you discern from all of that just happened?
I mean, a few things. One, it seems like Team OC had scrimmed out a lot. They had a lot of executes, like, well drilled. Their B-site retakes were beautiful, a thing of beauty to watch. They had lineups that were well set up. That was beautiful to watch. The other thing is, when you have players like Glyph and Instinct hitting those shots, it is so hard to make any room, even if you have a good game plan, even if you know exactly where you want your util to land and you're hitting it. It's just a meat grinder when you're going in against someone like Glyph.
I agree. I mean, there were so many... it was such a tough match because a lot of slow plays were being done. You could definitely tell. A lot of Columbia still sticking with like the slow meta of wanting to just push in gently and try their best to get a few picks here and there, but with a contrast of OC Valorant being so, like, courageous and so confident in what they were doing, it definitely allowed them to take the advantage so early. You could possibly even see a lot of the confidence kind of start to drop off a little bit faster and faster as the match continued on. I mean, how often have you played on Lotus personally to feel this exact same thing?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I have played maybe 1 or 2 matches on Lotus, which is, like, I'm guessing that's based on what I was seeing. That seems like what happened with CC. Like they had some good ideas, they just need more screen time, and that is, especially with the new map, that is a rough situation. Especially if this is a pocket pick, which it looks like it is. It looks like OC had this in their back pocket, ready to punish anybody for letting it through the bans.
I gotta say, overall, though, it was a good match. It was definitely a good try on both teams, but I'm excited to see what the next match brings, actually. Overall. Either way, it's beautiful as hell, is what I'm gonna say.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, we won't be doing the grand finals for the Unified Esports All-In Expo 2023 Valorant LAN tournament with a $1,000 prize pool, but like I said earlier with my match with Vic, this is gonna be a rematch between OC Esports versus who's the other team? The Goopy Noobers. Funny name at that, but thank you all for tuning in. We actually came into this doing it voluntarily, and we are so thankful to Unified and the All-In Expo event staff for giving us the chance. And also, we were on the main stage. We didn't even know about it last minute, but it was great. I felt like everybody here, including my casters here with me, Vicious and Vic, we all had a good time. It was a great experience, and we hope that we put in a good show. Vicious, Vic, do you guys have any additional thoughts before we send it off?
I mean, I don't know if you want to take it first, Vic, but these were some great matches. Fortunately, can't see the grand finals, but I'm so excited to both watch, to have watched all of these games, but also to see what these players are going to do in the future, and I hope to cast more of their.
I mean, overall, I'm glad that I get to watch some beautiful Valorant play today. I mean, I thought we all did good. I'm honored that I get to cast with Fireside Cast, and I'm glad that I get to be a part of the team and do things like that. So I'm always honored. So thank you, truly, everyone, for this beautiful event that we're able to participate in and do casting for. So.
And also, if you're at the venue and you're watching this live feed, go behind the players. You know, old school lanes like 1.6, everybody would just gather around the players in the back and just watch them playing. Go put some additional pressure on them to perform, because when you have some eyes like heat seeking on the back of your head, you'll definitely feel pressure to perform. But now we also don't have Omar and Grape here, who did the first two matches for us, including that nail biter between OC Esports and the Gooby Noobers. But I'm sure that they share the same sentiment as us. This is our final send-off. We're going to go switch it over to the TF2 channel, which is on the main channel, Fireside Cast. We're doing the RGL Season 11 Invite Playoffs if you're interested in TF2. Shoutouts to Vicious and Vic. This was their first LAN. Very appreciative of them. They did a swell and good job at it, despite it being Lotus. And also Vic for the first time casting with me. Did great, guys. Love you.
All right. Have a wonderful day, guys.
See you all.